Oh, hold on, Al. I'm getting another call.
Oh, how convenient.
Hello? Hello? Oh, I guess they hung up. Let's go back to Al here. Al, you still there?
What do you want?
Give us a hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
No, can you give us a good one?
Hoo-ha.
Yes.
Hoo-ha.
Excellent, man.
Hoo-ha.
Thank you. Was that so hard?
Where's the booze?
Al, you can go at this point, man.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Hi, this is Daniel Baldwin from the famous Baldwin acting family. You know, Alec, Stephen, Billy, and myself. I just want everybody to know that I'm straight, and I'm okay now. I've gotten my drug addictions under control. Many people ask me what it was like that day when I was caught by police on an illegal substance. We're going to have to amend this a little bit.
All right, so what?
Because this is not true, that I was screaming and running down a hallway, so we're going to amend that. Okay, I'm ready. Many people ask me what it was like that day when I was caught by police on an illegal substance. Simple. It was a nightmare. It was hell. It was insanity. It was a lot like being a guest on the Howard Stern Show.
Yo, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so anyway, it is Wednesday. That's right. Fred's not here today. He left off the Chrysler building.
Oh.
That's right.
Finally.
Fred is here. He did not leap off the Chrysler building.
Yeah, that was some other nut.
And what happened there?
Some guy, he's a stunt guy from Norway or something.
Yeah. A stunt gone bad.
Yeah, and his plan is to jump all the buildings, like the Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building, and the World Trade Centers or something. And so I think he's gotten 2 of them. And now he says the World Trade Centers will have to wait because the security's too good there.
I see.
He's showing them that their security isn't all that great.
Too bad he didn't land on Imus.
You know, Imus isn't seen on the street.
That's right. Yeah, he's too popular.
He's taken back to his home after he gets off the air.
All 7 of his fans might attack him.
That's right. Mob him.
Yeah. We got a whole big show for you today. There's a whole bunch of things here on my list, including a press conference with Cape Cod and Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh, we haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, Madison, Wisconsin is one of our newer markets. It's a small town.
College town.
Yeah, to give you an idea how small a town Madison, Wisconsin is. So the radio station there is very excited that we're having a press conference. They called the local newspaper and said, would you like to cover the press conference? They said, no, we can't. We're covering a school board meeting.
And that's it.
That's it.
We don't have any more reporting.
I have no room.
That school board meeting has us all tied up.
Nevertheless, there were 3 media people from Madison that they dug up.
College students.
I bet you you're right. I bet you.
3 newspapers.
I bet you I hang up in record time. So we combined Madison, Wisconsin, and Cape Cod.
2 huge markets.
Yeah, so I think there's 3 reporters from each market, and we can answer their questions, any question they have. I'm not afraid. You know, yesterday we had on Daniel Baldwin, great guest, but afraid to answer the phones.
Yeah.
I am afraid of no question. I will take any question.
We'll take any question they pitch at.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, my.
Well, that's the kind of man you are.
Yep, that's the kind of guy I am.
Oh, my.
Anyway, let me take a break, and then we'll get this whole thing going.
Did you get a tape of Buffy the Vampire Slayer this week? I forgot to tape it again.
Yeah, I should have it.
Because I've missed 2 weeks now.
I think I missed 2 weeks also, but I have them on tape. I'll give them to you.
All right.
I promise I will bring them in.
I'm very upset with myself.
Yes, it's an important show. You know, last night's, I think, was a repeat.
That's right. It was last year's Halloween episode.
Yeah.
I don't need that one.
Yeah, you don't need it. I started watching. I'm laying in bed watching, and I said, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, that was last year's. I don't need that one. I just need the one from the week before that.
All right. I haven't seen that either. I got to look into that.
All right. I don't want to fall behind.
I might not have that.
Oh, no.
I might not. I'll look.
All right.
All right. I don't think I have it. Because now that I think about it.
What?
See, I figured I must have missed 2 weeks because I'm watching. They say last week on Buffy, and they showed something. I go, I didn't see that. But I realized it was an old show from last year. Do you follow what I'm saying?
So they even had the old...
Yeah, the old...
week?
Yeah.
thing on it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll look at my...
You saw the one where Angel came back?
No.
That was last week.
No, you see Angel come back at the very end, though. Yeah, I saw that.
No. That was the week before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Listen to us. All right, I'll look in my archives, my vast archives, and see if I have it. If not, I'm sure someone can send it to us.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Remember, in Cuyahoga County in Cleveland, don't vote for Judge McGinty. Vote for Marsha Lewicki.
Yes.
And vote for Senator D'Amato here in New York. That's our message.
Okay, we're right here. Hello, my name is Joseph, and I'm a New York City taxi driver. I love Howard Stern and listen to him every day, but sometimes my passengers object to listening to the show. When that happens, I simply tell them in their proper New York City fashion to get the out of my cab. Howard rules.
You own a home, you need money? Is that what you're talking about?
Could be.
I don't even have to ask. I'd be stupid. If you own a home, you can always use extra cash. Well, now you can slash your bills and get the extra cash from Advana National Bank. That's what the commercial is. Advana is the bank that makes borrowing money easy. Give them a call at 1-800-ADVANA. Take 10, 15 minutes, tell them exactly what you need, and they'll design a loan that's just right for you. You heard me right. They design a loan that's just for you. It's not like other banks where the only option is 15 or 30 years. Advana will set up a home equity loan that will give you the cold, hard cash you need to do what you need to do. Pay off high-interest credit card bills, cut monthly payments so you have, you have one little bill instead of a lot of big ones. Make home improvements, get the deck redone, redo the kitchen. Imagine paying cash for a new car. It'll cost you a lot less. Use the money for anything you want. They'll approve you. 1-800-ADVANTA. You'll see Advana is different. With Advana, you don't need money in the bank to get money from a bank. Call 1-800-ADVANTA right now. Advanta is an equal housing lender. My favorite song.
I was going to say, this is my favorite thing.
And why not? You got to have her back.
I hope she's done something new.
Yeah.
So I want more radio.
Good song.
Stays with me.
Give me Howard Stern. I'm speaking the truth. I want you. Give me more Howard Stern. Howard Stern, don't let us down.
Down.
Promise us you'll be around.
Round.
You are real, no one made of gold.
Go.
You tell us all the stories untold.
Toe.
So I want more radio.
Very beautiful tune. Hypnotic voice.
And sung with such sincerity.
Yes. Sung with a lot of feeling. Oh, yeah. By the way, if you're a fan of Garbage, I know I am, they're coming in later this week to perform I Will Die For You, which I'm looking forward to.
I would die for you. I would die for you.
This girl looks like a little slut to me. I might have to drag her around by the hair while she sings this.
Yeah, baby.
Very sexual girl. What's her name? Shirley Manson. Shirley Manson.
I will cry for you.
Sometimes I think she's more Marilyn Manson.
I know. I hope she's unwashed. Think she'd have sex with me while she sings this? I think broads who could sing, man. I don't know if it works that way for you, like with guys, but I think it does, right? You like guys who can sing.
Sure.
Like in bands. Dirty, filthy little sluts like this. You know she's dirty. You know she likes to try dirty things.
I have to say, I was talking to somebody about Courtney Love the other day, and I said, God, I love to hear her sing. Just, a little slutbag singing.
Yeah, little filthy girl. I will spit on her.
Oh.
I will clam on her.
Something works about that.
Gary comes in at the beginning of every show and plays me stuff that, we went out and did like last night and stuff. So one of our interns went out and interviewed Larry King, and I was listening to it cringing. I had to turn it off.
Uh-oh. What, did you get particularly vicious?
Well, I don't know. It's just, don't forget, I did his television show, and like we were sitting there being civil to one another, and...
Yeah, but the other day we played something from an old interview where he was just trashing you.
Yeah, well, with good reason. I mean, we were trashing the crap out of him, too. I'm sure he was just trying to defend him. But anyway, so Attilio went out with Larry King. Who is Attilio? Where is Attilio?
Attilio? What kind of name is that?
We have an Attilio?
Attilio. He's not here, and he's Italian.
Isn't that the name of an Italian restaurant? Attilio? Attilio's.
Yeah, it's getting very weird with these names now. I saw a guy on one of the talk shows the other day whose name was Al Curtis, and that was his first name.
Al Curtis. Al Curtis. Al Curtis.
Al Curtis.
All right, here's Attilio with Larry King. You want to hear
Attilio.
it? Okay.
How you doing, Larry? How you doing, Larry? Can I ask you a couple of questions, CBS Broadcasting?
Okay. CBS.
Don't know him.
CBS Broadcasting.
No, Columbia. CBS.
Right. Okay, who is the best guest you ever had on the show?
Howard Stern.
He's your favorite?
Well, he's eloquent and brilliant, and I'm only kidding. What? Who's the best guest? Todd. Too many years, too many guests.
Will you tell your kid about your escapades with Sandy Koufax and other assorted lies?
Howard Stern is the answer to that. Just saw Sandy last week in L.A. Sends Howard his best.
Do you need Viagra, Larry?
Never used it.
Will you ever admit that marriage is...
I got a better idea. Why don't you let me ask him of myself?
Right. No, it's all right. I'll take care of this for you.
No, Howard Stern. No, I want to send a message to Howard. Mostly it's his intellect. And that television show on Saturday, Howard. Howard, please, do us all a favor. I got to get...
Hey, Larry. What would you do if your wife gave birth to a black baby, Larry? Larry? If your wife gave birth to a black baby? Thanks a lot.
I like how everybody bashes the Saturday night show, but they don't bash the E! show. Why is that?
It's so weird.
Isn't it weird?
It's unbelievable.
It's like
unbelievable.
It's the Emperor's New.
You know what? It's really weird.
Is it the way CBS is broadcast?
I don't know, because like the other day, someone came up to me and said, hey, I was watching the E! show, and it was something we ran on CBS. It was like, hey, you ran the two-headed woman or something. It was great. And I go...
Man, did we get killed for that.
Yeah, I mean, we did it on CBS, and we got killed. And everyone's, putting down the Saturday show. And then, I remember TV Guide a couple of years ago reviewed the E! show. The guy in the Post reviewed the E! show. All of them reviewed it and said how brilliant it was.
Yeah.
It's, refreshing. The interviews are good.
The greatest way to bring the radio show to television.
Yeah. So I said, okay, well, when Mel came to me and said, hey, why don't we take the E! show, put it on Saturday nights, I went, okay.
Not a problem.
All right, I'll be happy to. Here's the tapes. Go make a show out of it.
Same thing, broader audience.
Right. I am getting pounded. I mean, people are like, it's the worst show there ever was.
And the amazing thing is, people still love the show on E!
Oh, yeah. Oh, the E! show is great.
It'd be one thing if it changed everything.
Right.
Yeah. It is bizarre to me. I have no way to explain it. The only thing I've said is, I guess people loved when I used to do sketch humor on Saturday nights, and we kick Saturday Night Live's ass and all this stuff. And I think maybe they want me to do something different, but right now I just don't want to do that show.
But why?
Maybe sometime in the future, but not now.
Why is this so bad, though?
I don't know. It's weird. It's just a weird reaction. Maybe because it's on CBS or whatever. Because, my agent had a huge discussion yesterday with all the owners of the CBS stations. Uh-huh. They were calling up with their criticisms and... And I said, what are they criticizing? I said, let me hear. One guy thought that, he goes, well, the shaving, everybody with the shaving. That was a big one. And the lupus guy, did he have lupus, the guy with the kidney failure who's dying? Yeah, him licking the cream off the girl's ass.
What was wrong with that?
I don't know.
Everybody I met told me they thought that was wonderful. They really felt for that guy.
Well, maybe it was too sexual or something, but, I'm like, well, why would... I don't know.
It's late night.
It's late night. This is what everyone's been screaming about. What is it, Baba Booey?
Do you want to, on CNN Showbiz today, they were talking about you and, about the show and stuff. Some guy was trashing the show.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like unbelievable. And everybody wants it off the air, and everyone's saying, please take it off the air, and it's an embarrassment. And I'm like, well, really? I think it's kind of good. I don't know.
I think it's funny as heck.
So do I. This week's show is kick-ass. Remember the girl came in for the evaluation and cried, and then the next girl came in was a guy?
Right.
We're putting that on. How much better can you get? I mean, it's fantastic. I don't know. I'm putting that on Saturday night. It's going to be a great party. But I don't know, man. Listen to this.
Howard Stern is drawing sharp words from a publication that usually has backed him in the past.
Listen to this.
In connection with Stern's syndicated TV show, Broadcasting and Cable Magazine is urging broadcasters to set limits. This comes after the show featured a woman having her pubic hair shaved. Some broadcasters are a step ahead of the magazine. 7 stations have recently canceled that show. Meanwhile, a group called the Parent Television Council is urging advertisers to stay away from Stern TV.
This is a man who regularly insults women. He insults the handicapped. He insults anyone he can insult. He degrades people on a regular basis.
All right,
he's not funny. He's insulting.
Well, you're a laugh riot.
You don't sound all that funny. Where's the rest of the report?
Yeah, it sounds
That's how it ends.
Oh, really?
Let's go to another report.
They just give that man a podium.
Gee, well, that was very balanced reporting.
They go right to one of those stupid groups.
I guess they couldn't find anybody who liked us.
That's a guy sitting in his basement with a fax machine and a computer.
I don't like it. It's not funny. Therefore, it should be off the air. In other words, you don't like it.
Yeah.
So
and you are
you're the only one.
Purveyor of taste in this country.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, if you don't like it, we'll all stay away from it. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing with that Saturday show.
Sound like a guy who had a funny bone in his body.
And I got to admit, I'm really sorry I put on the Saturday show. I actually am sorry I got started with it.
We were having a very comfortable life.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm taking so much heat. And then yesterday I'm on the phone at 4:30 deciding what the show should be. And I was like, this is too much work for me. Why am I involved in this? And my agent's busy on the phone with the CBS stations, and everyone's got an opinion. And I'm like, who cares? Meanwhile, the bottom line is, in every market, we've tripled or quadrupled the ratings that were previously there.
Yes.
They're making money.
And if those guys knew so much, they're complaining and contributing. If they knew so much, why did they have problems with the ratings in that time slot already?
Well, as I told my agent after he told me everything they said, I said, they don't know anything.
Yeah. If they knew something, they'd have already programmed it.
I admit I don't know anything. I'm just putting my show on.
They're the ones who chose it.
Yeah, they're the ones who chose the show.
Now they want to fix it.
Yeah. Some of the TV guys are going, well, you guys sold us a bill of goods. We thought we were getting, like, private parts. I go, what, did you think you were getting a sitcom?
You don't do that.
We told you right from the beginning. It's like the E! Show, except what we're going to do is some animation, which I've yet to see, but they're supposedly working on. And also, they're shooting a whole bunch of backstage stuff.
In the 20th episode, there will be animation.
Yeah. It's the weirdest goddamn thing. Yeah, Eddie, go ahead.
Who's this?
Howard, yeah.
Basically, I think it's this. The E! Show has continuity. It's like a soap opera.
Yeah.
You're putting a lot of material on. You're doing 5 hours a week or half hours.
Yeah.
Pardon me. You're making random selections for the CBS show, and maybe they're just not the right ones.
Maybe not. I mean, but we do the same selection process. The same guy who selects the stuff for E! is the same guy who selects the stuff for CBS, which is Jim Biederman and then Scott Einziger. Scott Einziger does the E! Show.
Okay, I understand that, but the other thing, of course, coupled with it is the obvious thing that you're dealing with a more mainstream audience.
I guess.
With the CBS thing.
Yeah, and all we're doing is listening to critics, though.
Yeah. But you know what? I tell you the truth. I don't put any credence in any of this stuff because, like Larry King going, that Saturday show. Larry King used to say that about my radio show. Yeah. But now he shuts his mouth because my radio show has been on for 20 years. And it's, and obviously everybody thinks it's funny because they all listen. It's #1 everywhere. So now they can't criticize the radio show. So now they're trying to attack me through the television show, and they're hoping it'll go away. If these stations stand strong and keep the television show on, it'll be just like the radio show. It'll stay on and do well.
Well, I agree with that. Everything takes time. I mean, that's an obvious thing as well.
Yeah, with time, everyone comes around.
But, I mean, just watching the E! Show, you get that sense that, tune in for part 2 tomorrow, tune in for this, tune in for that. Therein is the continuity that I'm referring to.
No, because the first year I put the E! Show on, we didn't have any viewers. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we used to get like a 0.3.
First year. And then the second year, all of a sudden, we became the highest rated show on there. And now we have, we have 10 times the audience that any show on E has.
Howard?
Yeah.
How accurate is the rating assessment, though, when you're dealing with E, with essentially a cable market?
Oh, it's accurate as hell.
As good as the Nielsen's or anything else?
Yeah, I mean, it's as accurate as the Nielsen's are.
Isn't it the Nielsen's?
Yeah, it's the Nielsen's.
All right, well, then it is an enigma to a degree.
It is weird.
Yeah, but again, watching the E! show, you do get a sense of following something that's a constantly developing situation.
I don't know about that.
The other thing is more staccato. It's one.
I don't see that. I tune in the E! show once in a while, and you just see a half hour of entertainment, and then you tune it off. I mean, I don't know. Boy, what is the continuity?
I guess then the obvious thing, my final comment would be, more close-ups of Gary's lips and gums and all of that.
Maybe there hasn't been enough Gary.
That's a good point. I've often said that to Scott DePace. He's got to become more of a comedy director. That, like, if something's going along, just take a shot at Gary and shoot his teeth and gums.
Or even when Gary is just talking, just zero in on that mouth.
Yeah. You can take liberties like that.
Exactly. When there's a problem, go to your surefire material, Gary.
Right.
Well, again, mainstream audience. Come on, you're dealing with a lot of,
All right. Thank you, Eddie.
Okay, take care.
All right. Well, Eddie's just as intelligent as any of these owned the general managers from these television stations.
Same group.
Yeah. It's a total mystery to me.
Why does the shaving throw everybody? I can't put my finger on that.
Come on, that's pretty outrageous.
It is, but it's how much more outrageous is it than handicapped, et cetera, et cetera?
You know what it is? Because sex in this country is so taboo. I mean, you don't really see anything when I'm shaving.
People run from their TV sets because of sex.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
Show it. It's not
I know, but it's the idea of it. You know what it is? You could show a movie on television like The Godfather, where people take a bullet in the eye.
Or you cut off a horse's head.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
Right.
But as soon as you talk about something as innocuous as shaving, every woman shaves, every guy knows that women shave. It's absurd. It's sexuality. Sexuality is probably the only wholesome thing we have in this world where it doesn't kill anybody unless, you get the AIDS. But
you're absolutely right. When they're cutting The Godfather, they leave in the scenes of all the shooting.
Yeah.
And they are worried about Sonny humping the girl against the wall.
Yeah, I mean, why do they show boxing on television? Nobody gets in an uproar about that. That's two guys, mostly, poor people, getting in a ring, permanent retinal damage and brain damage to each other. Yeah, but it's free enterprise, and people want to watch it. I got nothing against it. But as soon as they see anything to deal with sexuality, like this poor dying guy licking some whipped cream off a girl's butt.
Isn't that a beautiful thing, actually, to have the guy having a good time before he goes?
Please. He was thrilled. Oh, come on.
He thanked us so much.
Most countries in Europe, you turn on TV, they've got full frontal nudity. I was in France watching television. I'm not talking about a cable. I'm talking about their broadcast television.
Broadcast, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't say anything about the government there. You can't say anything about this and that or the other thing. But one thing you can do is look at naked broads. Everybody agrees.
Curse up a storm and be naked.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm at the forefront of this. But, if you notice, it's crept into mainstream television. I tune in Friends. They're talking about penis and farting.
Well, remember the guy who sued his company because he was talking about a Seinfeld episode at the water cooler.
Yeah.
And he was sued for sexual harassment.
Yeah. Can you imagine? So, there you go. But I'm at the forefront of it. I'm the one changing it. But as far as I know, the TV show will air this Saturday night. And it will be the evaluation show. You'll see Tara, our camera woman.
Yeah, she gets evaluated first.
She sure does.
I know.
Then you have the lovely woman Angelique who takes some criticism and breaks down.
Oh, poor girl.
Believe me, she's beautiful.
Those people on that panel need to have their eyes examined.
And then, of course, you have
the girl they fall in love with.
The girl we fall in love with, it turns out to be a guy. Wait till you see this.
Oh, that was
It's so good.
Oh.
But then again, you do have Saturday Night Live that will be doing probably a Clinton sketch.
That's right. If you want safe, wholesome TV.
Yeah. And you know what? You'll have plenty of time to watch Saturday Night Live because that's not going anywhere. Chances are our show will be off the air in a couple of weeks. So you have your choice.
It's, better see it now.
Right. Must-see TV because in a couple of moments, there won't be any TV.
Speaking of must-see TV, what happened to Warren Littlefield?
Warren Littlefield, who was the NBC programmer.
Yeah, he was the head guy. Picked all the shows.
Yeah. Now he's doing what every programmer does when they get rid of them.
He's going to start a production company?
Which is very difficult. Very difficult. It's a lot different. It's a lot different picking shows as it is to producing shows.
Right.
Trust me.
Everybody's bringing you the shows.
Yeah.
It's easy to pick a good one.
I mean, Warren Littlefield is essentially in the same business I am. I have a production company, and I've just pretty much I have 2 scripts that I own. Actually, now it's 3.
Yeah.
And all of them are going into production.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you something. It took me 5 years to find good material. I'm talking about stuff that I'm not in. It took me 5 years because I will not just bring to the networks any piece of crap that I find. It is a very difficult job to find good material and then market it and put it together.
So now Warren Littlefield's going to be out there looking, too.
Well, yeah. It's a crapshoot.
But why do they always, these guys are like kings for a few years.
Right.
And then they're wiped out.
Well, what happened is...
such a thankless world.
He was running NBC, and NBC had an incredible run.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to see that NBC's ratings are starting to come down. Slippage. And they're bringing in a whole new team. That's how it works.
Yeah, but, so you move the guy upstairs. They always move him out.
Yeah, they move you right out. It's unbelievable. But they pay him off. They pay him off real good. Yes,
but,
it's very
you
sad.
never have that same kind of power again.
No.
It's a new world out there.
Brandon Tartikoff, may he rest in peace, was one of the top guys, programmers at NBC for years. And he left, and of course he started a production company. And before you know it, he was begging E to put his shows on.
He was producing Stuttering John.
Yeah, he was. It was pathetic. He didn't know what to do. He couldn't get a good show, and soon he was knocking on my door with Stuttering John every minute. He had Stuttering John shows. He was having dinner with Stuttering John.
Yeah, he was taking meetings with him.
Yeah. Oh, you'll see Warren Littlefield will be tapping on Jackie's door soon. Yeah, what do you want?
I got a script.
Oh, come on. Get out of here with that. Leave me alone, Warren.
Is that Warren on the phone again?
Oh, Jesus, Nancy. He doesn't pay. The Crackhead Bob Show with Warren Littlefield as producer. Trust me. Bad token.
I think so.
Oh,
yeah?
Yeah, I want.
Thank you very much.
So, I predict that there'll be a Crackhead Bob Show any day now.
Okay with me.
Right.
Where is Crackhead Bob? We haven't seen
we haven't had him on in a while. I was thinking of having him, what I was going to do for Halloween is have Crackhead Bob and a couple other freaks go trick-or-treating, show up at people's doors. But it's a good one, but the problem is, once they get there, what do you do with them?
Not much.
Not much.
You're going to see him say, trick or tweet.
Trick or tweet. Well, might be.
Yo, that's it, but that's so.
Here it is.
Right. So, instead for Halloween this year,
what are we doing?
we're having Hank the Dwarf fashion show. Hank's going to come in and model different costumes.
Okay.
Listen to this one. You ready? So Halloween is on a Saturday this year. This Saturday. So I'm saying to myself, well, we're on Friday, and we got all those CBS trucks. We got these cool CBS trucks that have like a radar link so that we could send a truck anywhere and do a broadcast from anywhere instantly.
Those mobile units.
So I said, okay, we'll get Crackhead Bob, Elephant Boy, and all the gang on Friday to go trick-or-treating. So they're a day early. And bang on people's doors live while we listen.
What happened?
Well, then I said to myself, wait a second. They're going to go there early. They're going to wake some guy out of bed. He's going to answer his door. They're going to go trick-or-treating. The guy's going to go, it's not Halloween yet. Get away from
Leave me alone. Why are you waking me?
You're bothering me. So I said, that's a dumb idea. I said, you know what I'll do? I'll send them out Saturday, all the freaks.
With the trucks.
You don't even need the trucks because we can tape it, and then we'll play it back on Monday. Because now we don't need the trucks because we're not broadcasting live, right?
Just send a crew.
I'll send the trucks anyway, just for the hell of it, to say we use them. But, so we called up everybody. Every one of them's got jobs on Halloween. You can't even get these guys anymore.
Is that right? They're booked.
Crackhead Bob's got appearances. Hank the Dwarf, Elephant Boy. They're all booked for thousands of dollars.
We created a monster.
Yeah, there's all kinds of Halloween parties where people book them.
Now they're not available to us.
Yeah. I go, what is it? You're telling me I can't get Crackhead Bob?
They've already prepared for Halloween long before you ever thought of it.
Halloween's their day.
Yeah, it's their Christmas.
It is.
Party time.
It's party time.
Party time.
It's party time. Party time. So I'm sitting there going, wait a second. I want to do a Halloween Crackhead Bob Elephant Boy thing, and they're busy. I got to create some new monsters.
I guess you got to go get Gary from Portland.
Right. Oh, he was available. Gary the retard.
He's never got a booking.
Yeah. Oh, he has bookings. We were able to get him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gary the retard.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's been appearing locally in Portland, Oregon.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Bought him.
Craig, you're on the air.
Yes, I had a joke for you, Howard.
A joke for me. Go ahead.
Okay, why in the concentration camps did the showerheads have 11 holes?
What?
What do you say?
Why in the concentration camps did the showerheads have 11 holes?
Why in the concentration camps did the showerheads have 11 holes, Jackie?
I don't know that. I have no
Jews
idea.
only have 10 fingers.
Yeah.
That was the punchline.
Oh.
I don't get the joke. Do you get that?
I know what he's saying, but
Well, because you can punch up the holes.
Yeah.
Right, like they're saving water?
No, it's because the Zyklon B, when they're getting gassed.
Yeah, so you could plug up 10 of the holes, and then one of the holes the gas would come through.
what if there's two nozzles, genius?
But don't they have a toe?
But I don't get the joke.
What is the joke there?
Explain it to us.
You actually find this funny?
Well, yeah.
He thinks it's funny to keep the Jews from being able to protect themselves from dying.
Yeah, but I'm into funny jokes, even Holocaust jokes. But
That's not one of them.
that's just not. It's just not a funny joke. Not because it's about Jews, but because it's just not funny.
11 holes, so they could only plug up 10 of them.
All right, whatever. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Okay, Phil, you're on the air.
Hey, I was listening to the radio this morning and heard Jackie's ad for his appearance in Avon this morning, or next week. And it sounds like he's dying.
I don't even know that ad. What is that? Avon, Connecticut?
Yeah, he's got an appearance for his like stupid book.
So where are they playing that, on CCC?
Yeah. And he's like, "Hey, join me at Chuckles in Avon," or whatever.
Oh, you know what it is? It's Jackie's serious radio voice. The announcer voice.
Hey, maybe we could get the guy from CCC to play it for us. Hey, Gary, get the...
I've got jokes for you.
He sounds pretty bad, huh?
Yeah.
Whenever they ask Jackie to read a commercial, it's always bad.
There's too much pot.
It's just always bad.
Everything I do is bad.
No, it's not everything you do is bad.
Well, pretty much.
Well, I was trying to be...
Hey, you know whenever we try to get you to read something, you put on that voice?
Which voice is that?
No, you're always like,
I know. If I do it serious, I sound like an idiot. And if I do it laughing, I'm selling it.
I don't know. No, it's a bad delivery.
Even if we ask you a question, you somehow mess up.
I know what he does. He puts on this big smile, and like he tries to get into that joke man persona.
Well, now he doesn't really reach joke man level.
No. So he's caught in between joke man and Jackie.
Thought about this way too much, man.
No, because like I used to ask him to read stuff, and then he puts this big smile on his face, and he's like, "Hi, this is Jackie." And
if you tell Jackie to read his plug right now,
he can't do
will
it.
Mess it up.
I know.
You two just keep looking at life from the sideline.
Go ahead, read your plug. Read your plug. Read your plug.
Which Jackie would you like?
Either one. The one. Do it any way you want.
Do Jackie Old Man.
Look, this is the first time he really doesn't want to read his plug,
You're
but
like Scott the engineer.
he can't believe he's getting a free plug, but at the same point he knows he's going to be goofed on.
I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. What do I do? Tomorrow afternoon from 5 to 7, I'll be at Strawberries in Avon, Connecticut.
There it is.
Yeah. Signing my new Oleo CD hot dogs and donuts.
He can't read.
I know.
His
Thursday,
voice is so
November
fried.
12th, I'll be at Rascals Comedy Club in West Orange, New Jersey. How's that sound?
Sounds like you better get this
Friday,
quick
I'll be at
before he
Robin's
dies.
apartment
You're right.
with a freaking axe. How's that?
Now you're good.
That sounds good.
Thank you.
When you're angry, you're good.
Anybody put the board up on from CCC? No one did it. Okay, good.
He's bored.
I'll be at Avon.
I'll be at Ava. He's like Catherine Hepburn. I'll be at Ava.
You're my age, Quivers.
Saturday night, I'll be at Avon.
He's got that shaky voice.
And
see me when you're 50.
And
You're gonna look like a question mark by the time you're 50.
What are you saying? He's gonna have a dowager's home?
Oh, come on.
All that exercise.
Let me tell you something. I ran 4 miles yesterday in 33 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's see you do that.
No difference to your body.
Oh, bull. Let me see you take your shirt off and look like a god like me.
I'll go take your shirt off. I'll take my shirt off.
And I look
Robin
better.
would say you look better.
No, we'll ask Fred. All right, who do you want to judge?
Who do you want
Let's
to
both
judge?
take our shirts off.
I got so many compliments on how good I look.
Let's ask Tara.
Surprisingly, Jackie looks good for a fat man.
Listen, I tell you what.
Oh, you can all eat me.
I tell you what. You want to take off your shirt? You want to take off your shirt right now?
Let's have it right now.
All right.
He sounds like he's
I had
dying.
spare ribs last night.
Bring it. Who's out there?
Yeah, who's out there?
Yeah, get one of those unbiased people from out
All right, who do you trust, Jackie?
Howard, there's actually a ton of women in the green room.
Who are they?
There's a porn star. I'm trying to remember who else is in there.
Why is there a porn star in our green room?
Well, we're doing a contest in a little while.
We are? For what?
Guess who's a vegetarian?
Swallow the leader. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, right. Can one of them, they're impartial?
I think so.
All right. What, you abide by that?
So.
By one of the porn stars' opinions?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think I look that good. But
Oh, all right. You want to sit down and
bring
forget
him in. I'm ready.
All right.
I'll bring in two girls.
You know
Hold
what?
on.
I just
Bring
am
in
sick
two
of you
girls.
saying how fat I am because I'm not
No, I'm
fat
sick of you
anymore.
saying no matter how much I exercise, I don't look good. I think
You
I
look
look
horrible.
good. I look horrible, really?
The other day, you had your pants off the back of your thighs. They hang like curtains.
Get out of here.
Please.
What is he talking about?
You're insane.
Horrible.
I have my ass is completely sculpted now.
Oh.
He's just saying that.
Oh, get over there and take off
So
your
let's
shirt.
take off our shirts in front of
Quivers,
the
why
porn
don't you get
stars.
over here and take your pants
No,
down?
no. This was not about me.
It
This
sure
is
better
between
not
you
be.
and
All right,
him.
here's some.
You stand there and point at
This
everybody.
is
All right.
about you. Oh, like you don't.
Come here. What do you do? Are you a porn star? No? Okay. You're just a chick?
That's a porn.
That's right.
There's a porn star. Yeah. Jesus. All right. Hi, girls. Quickly, well, don't give away too much. We don't want to ruin the other contest, but all we want you to do...
Is look at these two guys.
You're a porn star? In the mic. Are you a porn star?
I couldn't get there. Yes, I am.
You
I'm
are.
Serenity.
Okay, Serenity. Hi.
Serenity, I've heard that name.
And who are you?
I've been on before. I'm Carla.
You're Carla? All right. I'm going to take... Come here, joke man. You fat
Avon,
bastard.
5 to 7.
Come here. We're going to take off our shirts. Just tell us which body is better. Okay? Since I hang like... Oh, Jesus, look at Jack.
Hey, baby, check out
Hold on.
Look at me.
Baby's cock, baby.
Like a god. Get out of here. All right.
It's the Battle of Champions, isn't it?
Oh, no, Howard.
All right.
All right, both, pump up, flex.
Okay.
Which body is better, girls?
Come on, relax, Jackie.
Oh, wow.
Relax. Look at him. If he takes a breath, he's going to die.
I'm kind of intimidated by Jackie, so I like Howard's chest best.
What's that mean?
What does that mean, intimidate? Who has a nicer, attractive
what does that
physique?
mean, Serenity?
I would like to touch Howard's chest more.
Right. And what about you?
Because you're a little bit bigger, Jackie.
She didn't like you.
Yeah.
You're big.
Yeah, and you're ugly. Go ahead. What about you?
Yeah, I'm not into the big muscular look, so I do prefer the thinner.
Lean. Jesus
You're not
Christ.
into the big muscular look.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Arnold's
Am I
standing
fat?
next to you.
No, but you're muscular.
who has a better... Who has... Listen, as a woman,
I just want to hear
who
it. I'm
has a
not fat.
better physique?
Can I touch to try?
Yes. Please do. Oh, this is good. we now are really happy. Come on over
Oh,
here.
she's so afraid of you guys. You won't even come over.
Fred keeps saying I'm fat. Just say I'm not fat. I don't care. Will you take a breath?
No, I'm...
Wow. Oh, wow.
All right, now tell us what you're saying. What is wow? Who are you wowing about?
I'm actually wowing about you. That's
Who is you?
Howard.
Howard, right? You
Yes.
like this?
Yes, you're solid.
Yeah, feel this arm. Now go feel that old man standing next to you. A pussy.
Well, he doesn't have a small arm.
No.
No.
But who has a better physique?
You do.
Thank you.
Am I fat?
No, you're not fat.
Tell Fred I'm not fat.
Fred, he's not fat.
I tell you what, hug the joke man and then hug me and tell me who is better to hug. All right?
Okay.
He's hurting her. He's going to
Easy.
kill her.
Oh, wow, all the oxygen came out.
He's not hurting her, he's raping her.
Now, who's better?
Well, you're more sensual.
I'm not only have a better physique, but I'm more sensual.
We need to do this out on the street.
Now, get out of here, joke man.
Say that.
It's not like you can't help her career.
Oh, get out! He just grabbed my genitalia.
He wants you.
He just grabbed my genitalia.
He wants you.
He is so bad. He is so bad.
He can't take losing.
Oh, that was so gay what you just
Not
did, man.
losing to you.
You are so gay. So, girls, it is clear that I am better.
It is queer.
Yes.
Right. My skin tone is nicer. My physique is better.
But that doesn't mean that Jackie's a loser.
Yes, it does. He just lost.
He's just second to you. He's
not fat.
Meanwhile, you don't know, this is going to cause such aggravation now, because Jackie's going to be all...
Well, again, you rigged the contest.
Yeah, I
You
rigged
didn't
it.
really lose.
Yeah, I paid these two girls.
Jackie's going to be all what?
How do you explain this other girl? I can't help her career.
No. I know.
All right.
I really didn't expect it to go that way.
All right, listen.
When did your breasts get so big?
I work out.
Why doesn't it help your thighs?
Come on, I don't have big thighs.
Oh.
Let me tell you something. If we both took our pants off in front of these girls, they would say my ass is better than yours and my legs are better than
I'm
yours.
not sure which underwear I have.
Right.
I didn't check.
Big phony.
Look at you. You got spare tire.
I do not. Robin, look at this.
No spare
Where's
tire.
a spare tire? Where?
You're screaming liposuction every 5 minutes.
Yeah, because that's for jokes. Meanwhile, I'm an Adonis. I got a nice body, right, Robin?
Yes.
Bastard joke, man. I made you eat your words. I'm starting to look like my poster.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Come on, Robin Radzinski. Come on in here and have sex with me. Right now.
Oh, boy.
You can't hide. Yeah, baby.
Put the mic down so we can hear you.
You're
back
gonna
your
get all
thighs
tied
slap
up.
against your chair.
You're insane. Get
All
out of
right,
here.
so now the pants have to come off. You wanted the contest to go further?
You're going to say my thighs?
You know what? Take a picture of my body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you hit 50,
Yeah.
I want to see.
You'll see. I'll be in 10 times better shape than you.
You'll be dead. You ain't going to make it.
Take your pants down. Let me see. Let me show you something.
I don't know what underwear.
Where do you see? I don't either. But
He
listen.
won't make it because you're going to
Where do you see anything? What are you, out of your mind? Look at that.
Look at the back of your
It's gorgeous. What back of my thighs? There's nothing
What is
there.
he looking at?
Jiggle.
There's nothing back there.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, get out of here. You're
He's
insane.
just making something up, being silly.
He's trying.
Stupid old man.
Read
I'm
your
sorry,
plug
Fred
again.
called me fat. Everybody said you looked fatter than me on the gay show.
Oh, that's a bunch of crap.
Fred looks terrific.
I look better
Read
than
your
you.
plug, Jackie. We want to laugh at you.
Wait, here's the guy from CCC. Here, check this out. Dude, you still on the phone? Oh, no, he's there. Okay. Hey.
Hello?
Hey, Don.
Hey.
Hey, play me Jackie's commercial.
All right, here we go.
Good.
Hi, this is Jackie the Joke Man. I'm coming to the Hartford area. Yep, October 29th. I'll be at Strawberries in Avon, Connecticut from 5 till 7 signing my brand new CD, Hot Dogs and Donuts. And then that night, I'll be helping to pick out the band that's going to be playing with Motley Crue.
Look, he's so happy.
You, Laidlaw, and the crew. November 1st, live on stage.
Jackie trying to relate to the kids.
To the Webster Theater on October 29th.
He's like Zachary.
He's like Froggy.
You know, Norris, maybe I should be like you and keep my gigs a total secret. No happy meeting.
I got to get a copy of that.
I'll give you a copy of that.
What?
We're looking forward to seeing you, Jackie. Don't let these guys tear you up.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you for playing that.
Fred, why don't you announce,
Hey, I love.
why don't you announce where your band played last week?
Hey, Jackie, what are you going to be doing? Picking the Motley Crue?
Picking the hottest new band.
Oh, my God.
No, you know what? They changed it. I'm actually hosting now because I've
Are you going to be hosting, Jackie?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take Nancy.
See.
As long as you say I'm not fat.
What station was that for, Jackie? WCCC. Sounds like he's on crack.
That's me.
Hey, Don, thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right, later.
We need that.
Yeah.
Give us that.
I got to get a hold of that. All right, I got to take a break.
Cheers
We'll be
for
back.
tape of Las Vegas.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, I killed.
Cheers.
Nobody cares about that.
Nobody thinks you killed anything.
Hi, this is Dave Duchovny of the X-Files with a broadcast warning. The show that you are listening to, The Howard Stern Show, is very frank and controversial. Its content may disturb some of you with its intimate nature. It may also impress some of you with its candid spirit and free expression. In other words, if you're horny and love to laugh, then this show is for you. If you're stiff, then maybe you should check out the 700 Club or Regis and Kathy Lee.
This is God. What is your opinion of Howard Stern?
Respect my total domination of the media. Humble yourself before me.
You're the funniest guy in the world.
I am God in New York.
There ain't no God while Howard Stern's walking the earth, I'll tell you that.
You suck. You suck. Howard Stern rule.
He's the epitome of trailer trash.
Hi, I'm Gabby Reese, and just like you, I have lots of questions for Howard Stern. Wouldn't you love to ask Howard your questions? Call right now.
1-800-4T4-STERN.
Time to pick up the phone, Sniggity Snooch. Call 1-800-44-STERN.
and speak your piece.
What up, Duke? What the dilly, yo? Busta Rhymes live and direct Flip Mode Squad. Stay tuned, my man Howard Stern, the Duke. Go put it on you.
The Howard Stern Show. Howard Stern. Howard Stern.
Vampire.
Oh, the movie Vampire, man. I can't wait to see this. I love anything to do with vampires. This is supposed to be a very graphic movie, which I like. I can't stand vampire movies where they don't have blood and guts. In one scene, Daniel Baldwin told me that they chop this guy in half.
The guy sticks his hand right through the guy's body.
Yeah, and rips him in half.
Ooh.
I love that.
And you see the whole thing.
I need to see that. I need to see that. I need to see men smelling women, and I need to see vampires.
Who must see?
So evidently in this one, there's like a master vampire, and James Wood and Daniel Baldwin have to kill the master vampire.
But he's a special vampire that can go out in the day in the sunlight.
No, he wants to become a special vampire that can go out during the day by finding a special cross.
Oh, and they got to get to him before that.
Yeah.
Ah.
Anyway, the film opens on Halloween weekend, which is this weekend. Halloween weekend is this weekend. It's called John Carpenter's Vampires. And I am telling you, I am anxious to see this. John Carpenter's pretty cool. What else has he done? Aliens? No, not Aliens.
Lost in New York and The Thing?
Yeah, The Thing. That's the one.
Halloween.
He did Halloween?
Didn't John Carpenter do that?
I don't think so.
Sure about Halloween.
He did The Fog, and he did that the one Robin just mentioned.
Escape in New York.
Escape from New York. That was it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, go see John Carpenter's Vampires.
The Howard Stern Show.
Hi, this is Joe Cancer. I love Halloween. The only thing my mouth is good for is eating candy.
Joe Cancer with a little Halloween message.
Taste buds still intact?
Oh, yeah. I saw Spooky Tooth himself. Joe Cancer. Hey, I got 1 second. I got a whole bunch of stuff here for you, but let me just go through this because this is kind of funny. The top 5 records this week. Number 5 is something, this is funny. The top 5 records in the country are mostly rap records, except for Shania Twain. Number 5 is Outkast. You know what Outkast is?
No, I don't.
You don't. You're really out of it.
No, everybody.
Let me see. Is that it? No, that's...
See, you don't even know.
All right, this doesn't make sense. Hey, John, you got this all wrong.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
This says Jazzy Bell. He is so stupid. You are really dumb.
You keep giving.
It says on your list, Outkast, and this one says Jazzy Bell.
Yeah, no, that's the song. Is Outkast?
It doesn't say anything about Outkast. This should match this.
No, look, hold on. Outkast.
Where's Outkast?
Outkast, right there.
That says Gutcast.
No, it says Outkast.
Well, how can I read that?
It's typed, man. I typed it.
Oh, get out of here. Typed. It's completely
It's typed, dude.
And why does it say Jazzy Bell?
That's a song name.
Well, put that on the sheet.
All right.
Oh, are you silly? How would I know that's the same thing? All right, here is Outkast.
It made perfect sense to him.
Yeah, to him. Same thing. It should say the same thing in both places. I mean, really. Number 4 is In Sync. Okay.
Well, this isn't rap.
What is this? This isn't rap? But it's like
bubblegum music.
But it's like one of those like black type groups, right?
No, it's 5 white boys.
White boys who sing like black guys.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This might as well be a black guy. This is number 3, Shania Twain. The first time I heard this song was on some award show, and I said, no idiot would buy this.
Oh, sure they would.
You've got to be kidding me with this one. This is a horrible song.
Country music is mostly horrible.
Oh, my God. Number 2 is Lauryn Hill, ex-Fuji member.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I like Lauryn Hill.
Are the Fugees broken up?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Yeah?
See, I like this. And number 1. Now, this is funny, man. This is the point of why I'm doing this. Number 1 is Jay-Z.
Who's Jay-Z?
They took the song from Annie, Hard Knock Life, and turned it into a rap song.
Oh, no.
Scott, the engineer, with information.
He knows something.
Oh, sorry, he's a DJ.
I would like to say something.
Not that I know anything.
I just know that
information. My son's 12 years old, and he plays the song all day.
Really?
Oh, that's how I heard it. I was like, what is this?
But it's about niggers and feeling, you know, the breast word there that we keep getting fined for.
That's
and,
right. All over the place.
And he listens to that?
Don't you offer him any parental guidance?
You know what? He gets his stuff off the internet.
He does.
But where does he get the money for it, Scott?
No. He downloads it off the internet.
It's just out there free?
There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff out there free.
He knows how to download. He's like his father. He's got.
He's very technically oriented.
Yeah.
He's internet savvy.
Father's a big load.
Did your kids start smoking yet?
Yeah.
Crack.
Crack. He's going straight to the heart.
Your kid's on the internet and can download songs off the internet?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm proud. We don't supervise. Too busy.
I can't keep it from him.
You know what it is? He's like Mr. Computer. Very difficult.
He knows more than me.
Yes. My child listens to this song all day.
My 12-year-old.
I'm too busy here at the station to supervise.
The song is full of profanity.
Yeah, I think there's a radio version also.
Oh. I give him the clean one.
They have the radio mix.
I was surprised he liked using the keyboard because it's all nicotine stained. From my years of smoking.
It's been a year and a half now.
Is it? Good for you. All right, on our phone now. Anyway, those are the top 5 songs.
And who is that? What is that group called?
So you know, it's Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. I thought that was such a wholesome song. My daughter was just in the play Annie.
Yeah.
You know, and they sing that song. And
Well, it's not a wholesome song.
yeah, I know, but you know what I
About
mean.
getting beat up as a kid.
It is, actually. I just never would think of that in a rap song, but
No.
you know.
The little kids' voices and then that.
I know Stuttering John's all angry because you got that album out and it's not going anywhere. And he's like, listening. He goes, look at this.
Why don't he rap?
Yeah. I go, well, why don't you take Hard Knock Life and do something with it? All right, you want to do something nice for somebody? Leslie Glass is a penthouse pet who I have actually worked with, and so have you. Kathy was telling me she used to do our Channel 9 show whenever we needed her to do it.
Oh, really?
But I posed on the cover of Penthouse with her. Let's see, this last time around when I was promoting the movie, she has long black hair, very beautiful woman.
Let me see.
She's been... okay, I'll show you. Okay.
I don't remember her name. So.
Well, all right, now I lost it. Now it's gone. Somebody took it away. Second they give it to me, here it is. All right, let me see. No, they took it away.
Blockhead?
Blockhead took it away. And Gary comes in and says, here, boss, this is a picture of you. And he runs away with it.
Casey ran out with it like it was a football.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I'll
took
go
that
on.
hand off.
Do you have a copy of that?
No, you know, I think you think the world's out to get you, but Ganji said he gave it to you, no one took it back. So maybe
Well, I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, come and
All
take
I
a
have
look.
is this. And I know she's in there, but where is the cover? I really don't want to stop and look for... So no one took it back.
Back there.
What? No one took it back.
Who knows? Howard.
Okay, thank you.
Why would you need a picture?
Yeah, here we go. Now start yelling at me. Okay. Here I am. Same to you. You're the one who told me you didn't take it. He took it away. Of course he did.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Oh, it's certainly in, you know.
You both don't have it.
It's within arm's reach.
Yeah.
Quivers, shut up.
Here is Leslie Glass.
Okay.
Okay. And Leslie has colon cancer.
Oh,
no.
That's right. How do you get that?
You know, cancer just attacks you.
I'm afraid you could get it back
That's
there.
what Daryl Strawberry had.
Yeah, she has it, and she's so pretty. It's like, Leslie.
Hi, Howard.
Hi. So I worked with Leslie a couple of times, and then she needs money to cover her medical bills.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Guccione just give you the money?
Well, actually, Penthouse has been helping me a lot, and they've been flying me from Florida to University of Maryland for all my treatments.
Can you make duty okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, what has happened to you? Did you have an operation?
Well, I had a major surgery. I had a colon cancer tumor growing out of my intestines.
Oh.
And then it got all over my liver, and usually when it gets on the liver, it's fatal.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had 67 tumors on my liver.
Wow.
And how did you survive? Did you do that treatment that Guccione was talking about?
Well, actually, I started taking it's called hydrazine sulfate.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
Right, and I stopped because they put me on this German treatment from Germany that's only been in this country 6 months.
Yep.
And within 3 chemo treatments of this German treatment, 60 of the 67 tumors vanished.
Wow.
Completely disappeared.
60?
60.
Wow.
And my doctor up at University of Maryland so excited because it's probably never happened. And I was trying to get a hold of Daryl Strawberry to tell him about this treatment, and nobody wants to talk to me.
Well, I'm talking to you. Actually, yeah, I mean, that's crazy. What did they diagnose you as? Is it like you were terminal?
I was supposed to die by Halloween.
Wow.
And now you're saying that they're saying you might actually survive.
Yes, I'm rollerblading. I gained 10 pounds back. My next CAT scan is on Monday. And hopefully the other tumors are gone, and if they're not, they're going to go in and burn them off.
All right, so you're having a big benefit tonight at the China Club in New York.
Yes.
The doors open at 9 p.m., and you can meet Penthouse Pets Paige Summers and Nikki St. Giles, who I've had on this show a couple of times. She is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Both of them.
You have no idea, Howard, how many people in the adult entertainment industry has reached out to help me. Usually I'm the person that's helping everybody, and I run my animal rescue, Pet for Pets.
Yeah, I know. When I was posing with her for this magazine cover, every minute, pets for pets.
It's like I gave all my money to the pets, and now I have nothing left to save myself.
I know. Well,
think about that, you pet lovers.
There's a $20 donation requested at the door, and then you can go to this event tonight at the China Club and meet like actual Penthouse Pets, and maybe you can have some sex with them if you're lucky. So you don't get colon cancer from anal sex, do you, Leslie?
Well, I asked my doctor that because I was concerned, but mine was further up in the intestines, so it was definitely not caused from that.
But did the doctor say it could be caused by that?
It's very rare, but if it starts in the anal cavity, yes, it can happen.
See, Robin, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Whoa, what are you saying?
I'm worried about you, Robin.
I don't do that.
Well, you do. Were you
not.
Leslie, were you a big fan of that type of sex?
Not until last year.
See? It'll do you in, girls.
No. You have done it since I've done it.
Send me a pamphlet.
I haven't accepted it. Leslie, when did you become a fan? A year ago?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it took the special person.
I bet.
And I waited.
Yeah.
You have to see one of my Vivid films.
He was probably looking for virgin territory.
Definitely.
Right. So you got into that, and I hope it was someone small.
Just the right size.
Right. That would be me.
Well, when people say that size doesn't count, I laugh and I tell them as long as it fits.
Right. And you are a scholar. So you're saying that the doctor said that it could be caused by that?
Well, in my case, no, but definitely, I mean, it's a small chance that it could if it starts in that area.
Hey, I wonder how that works.
I don't know. I never heard that.
I wish I had more details on that.
Yeah. It's pretty scary stuff.
Well, let's get a doctor.
You might have 68 tumors, too.
Get out of here. It was 50 million years ago.
Really?
My liver was so big it was down to my pelvic bone.
Really?
It was huge. It was double the size.
Oh, my God. Well,
Yeah,
listen, you're a beautiful woman. I've worked with you in the past. Were you on our Channel 9 show a bunch of times?
I went on your show when you had the Howard Stern roast.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
And you had, what's the guy's name that does the exercise, the gay guy?
Richard Simmons?
Yeah, Richard
we don't
Simmons.
know that Richard is gay.
Sarah Bernhardt was on the show.
Please, come on. You don't know
Sandra Bernhardt.
Sandra Bernhardt kissed Richard Simmons.
I want to come on your show in person, Howard.
Well, you can.
Yeah, every time I try to get on your show, everybody's like, oh, he's booked, and I can never get up there.
I thought you'd be here today.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I will be around, so.
All right, good for you. I'm glad, and I just wanted to give you a plug. Okay, Leslie.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, and if you get completely cured, you owe me sex.
Oh, okay.
For helping you. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Not a problem. Well, how do you like that? The doctor says you can get colon cancer.
I don't know. I would have to check that. I have never heard that before.
Not gonna stop me.
Oh, I don't need that to stop me, Jackie.
I'd sooner die.
You know what? Let's go back to his stupid
Sooner die than give up my favorites.
Ava!
Take my horse, don't take my
Connecticut
butt
this
sex.
week if I don't die.
Nice try.
We have a fun game now to play. There is a guy named...
I think it's a standoff.
There is a guy named David Wolf. David Wolf says that he can smell a woman and tell if she's a vegetarian. Let's meet David Wolf.
Who is this David Wolf, and why does he have this talent?
I don't know, but we will find out in a second. Here comes David Wolf. He looks like a wolf.
Well, he's got a nice nose on him.
He has a nose like a wolf.
How you doing, Howard?
What are you wearing? Some kind of Indian necklace?
Actually, this is my fruit necklace.
That is a fruit necklace. Yeah. Well, you look like a fruit. Are you a fruit?
Well, I eat fruits and vegetables, raw foods.
Are you gay?
No.
You are not. You are a heterosexual.
Heterosexual.
Is he promoting vegetarianism or something?
Oh,
Are you a vegetarian?
Yeah, I'm a raw food vegetarian.
And don't put me on. You're saying you can smell a woman and tell if she's a vegetarian. Why is that? How do you do that?
He claims that there's a smell that comes off a body of a person who eats meat.
Is that true?
Okay, if you think about it logically, if you eat something that's dead, like a dead animal, meat,
yes,
is the woman going to smell better or worse?
What do you have a book of some kind? What is your angle on all of this?
Yeah, I got a book out.
Oh, you do? I see. So you're going to be promoting a book?
Sure.
I see.
And did these raw foods make him so happy?
Okay. So,
yeah,
all right.
they do.
So you want to try this now? Is that what you want to do?
Oh, you better believe it,
I can bring in
Howard.
3 women
I'm
right
ready.
now. Let's see if he can do it. Now, when did you first realize you had this talent?
Probably about 5 years ago.
All right. And you're saying they don't need to go to the bathroom or anything like that. You can just smell them.
the skin.
The aura.
Yeah.
And where do you smell? Do you smell their arm? Do you smell their buttocks? What do you smell?
Everything.
You do. You will actually sniff all over.
You better believe it.
What does he mean, aura?
He's scary, man.
Yeah, and you are scary.
Yeah, baby.
I'm going to smell you and see if you're gay. And you've done this successfully before.
Oh, sure.
All right. Let's bring in 3 women, Gary. I don't care who we bring in. This is our vegetarian sniffer, David Wolf. The first 3 women, we have Adara. Oh, Adara.
They certainly are available.
I know Adara.
Wow.
I've known her for a long time. I wish I knew her better. There's Monica and Serenity. All 3 women. All 3 beautiful women. Adara, we know you from Cleveland, right?
Right.
And you remember Adara, don't you, Robin?
I did your New Year's Eve special.
Did the New Year's Eve special. And remember when we once went over to see Adara do that dance, remember, with your friend?
Oh, that's before I became a real lesbian.
Is that right? And remember Adara got the breast implants?
Well, I see that.
Yeah, right. Very beautiful woman. Always liked her. Adara now is claiming that one of these women is a vegetarian.
Okay.
All right. And let me talk to the second woman here. This is Monica.
Yeah.
Monica, what are you? Are you an adult film star or something?
Yeah.
You are. What about you, Adara? Are you doing adult movies now?
I'm working on it.
Are you really? What do? You do like a club act or
Waiting
something?
for Serenity. I don't know.
Are you in love with Serenity?
I'm sorry?
You like Serenity?
Yeah.
You would like to have sex with her?
Oh, of course.
And now you're a full-blown out lesbian?
Yeah.
You don't even go for guys anymore.
It was all your fault.
Really?
You know? I did that New Year's Eve thing, and I don't know. I was instantly attracted to women. After.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah,
you
that's
never
true.
You really? And Serenity, what about you? Are you attracted to women?
Absolutely.
You are?
Absolutely.
And you two have never had sex together?
No, unfortunately. I keep trying to talk her into it.
You don't want to have sex with Serenity?
Oh, yeah, I
you do? Let's see you two kiss. Why don't you kiss right here for the first time?
Hey, Howard, do I get a date?
Shut up. Why don't you two kiss each other?
Yeah.
Go ahead for the first time. What? Let me see.
Okay.
Let's see if you're really lesbians. Oh, my God, they are. That's so sexy. God damn it, I got to get in on that.
They're not kissing you,
Oh,
Howard.
I wish they were. I wish they would kiss me.
Works every time.
And what about you, Monica? Are you a lesbian as well?
No.
You are not. You think the two of them are crazy? You love men.
I love men.
All right. So now what we're here to say is that one of these women is a vegetarian, a full vegetarian, and I am going to allow David Wolf to smell them right now.
All right.
All right.
Well,
First
let's
woman
start
you're going
over
to.
here.
All right. That would be Adara. Very beautiful woman.
Oh, he's smelling right in the armpit.
He's smelling her armpits.
And
He's
now,
smelling her chest.
Between the chest.
How do we know this guy just had some... he's smelling her crotch? He's like a dog. All right.
All right.
Do you want to say something about Adara, or you want to hold your...
We'll hold off to the end.
Hold off to the end. All right. Now go smell.
Perfume would throw him off.
Who knows? Who cares?
What's already thrown off.
I want to smell them to find out, too. Here is Monica. David is smelling her armpit.
How about you doing it, too, to see, and then finding out the result?
I'd be happy to. I'll smell them.
All right. I think you should do it next to see who's better at this. Maybe this guy's...
This guy could have just escaped from the mental hospital and just came in here to be checked.
Serenity here, huh?
All right, Serenity. Here goes David. David, smell Serenity. He smells her armpit. I wonder if I could detect a different smell.
Nose right in there.
He does? I need to do that.
Does he have any credentials?
Who knows?
Big nose.
David, before you make a comment, may I smell the girls to see if I detect a difference in smell?
Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
And
thank
you tell us who you think the vegetarian is.
All right, girls, would you mind?
I would love for
course
you
they
to.
would.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hold on.
Portable headphones?
No, I don't, Robin, but it will not slow me down. Scott the engineer wishes he could smell. Well, you can't.
I have portable headphones.
I have portable headphones. Yes, I do.
All right, I will smell Serenity first.
Okay,
Are you ready?
Going the other way. Howard is now in the armpit.
Mm-hmm.
And now in the cleavage.
I have no idea how this guy could smell anything. They're all perfumed.
Well, wait a minute. Keep
What?
going.
I'm going. Don't worry. I'll see.
There must be some hint. Oh! Now, I don't think that was necessary.
Yes, it was. All right.
You found a new thing to do to women.
All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. Wait a second. Mm-hmm.
Another armpit sniff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Take a little bit longer than that was.
Excuse me. All right, let me smell you.
And now you go to the last girl. Doing a full body sniff.
All right, I know which one eats. I know which one is the vegetarian.
All right, which one is it?
All right, should I let David make his prediction
No,
first?
I want you to
Write
make
them
your
down.
prediction
Write it
first.
All right, I'll make my prediction first. I don't care. I don't have to write anything down.
Okay.
The vegetarian would be Adara,
Really?
based on my nose sampling. Let's see what David has to say.
Howard, I'm going to have to disagree.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's the one in the middle here, Michelle.
No, that's Monica.
Monica.
Monica. All right, let's find out who's right.
Who is
Because I noticed that Monica and Serenity had the same smell under their arms, and Adara had a different smell. Not that any of it was
bad.
Not that it was bad.
Okay.
But there was a definite difference in odor.
So you say Adara, was it better? Was it, what was it?
It's not better or worse. It's different.
Was it pungent? Was it?
It was different.
Was it stronger? Was it
Different.
Sexy?
All right. They're all sexy. Can't go wrong with any of these broads. These girls know how to have fun. All right. Which will the girl who is the vegetarian step forward now? Serenity.
All of you are wrong.
I'm wrong.
Well, it's one thing if I'm wrong, but David's supposed to be an expert. David, you're a loser.
I'll tell you what. They all eat some animal foods. If Serenity's not a vegan, she still eats some dairy
Well, you're
products.
not. You do eat. You're not a vegan. You're a vegetarian. You don't eat meat or fish.
Right.
I see.
But you eat eggs and milk or something?
Right. I'm lactose and ovo tolerant, or however you say that.
Lacto-ovo vegetarian.
I am lacto-ovo vegetarian.
Well, you still didn't pick it out, David.
Yeah, David, you didn't pick it out. But you all smelled good, I'll tell you that. I'll give you one more shot. I got 3 different women.
All right.
All right. Hey, girls, did you want to each plug something? Where are you going to be, Adara?
Yeah, I'm going to be at Sam Goody today on East 42nd.
Well,
What,
I'll be
just
there,
buying
too.
records?
What, are you going to buy records and everyone to go visit you?
No, I did the Jerry Springer I Refuse to Wear Clothes video, so that's what I'm promoting today in the video signing.
All right, well, did you have sex with Jerry?
No, I did not.
Did he try to?
No, he didn't.
He didn't hit on you
at all? My little charm, too. I got a special charm for him.
Oh, look at that. You have something hanging off your private parts, a little piece of jewelry. That's very attractive. All right, Monica, what about you? Where are you going to be appearing?
Well, we're going to turn out or give out stickers today. Perfect 10 and promote the magazine.
Perfect 10 magazine, you're going to be giving out stickers?
Yeah.
Where's she giving out stickers?
I don't know. She doesn't even know. Where are you giving out stickers?
Just in the street.
Anywhere? I mean, you got.
Where will you be?
Probably outside the Grand Hyatt.
Oh, okay.
So you a porno star or a Perfect 10 girl?
I'm a Perfect 10 girl.
You're not a porno star?
No.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's good because you aren't Perfect 10.
6 months.
What'd you say?
6 months.
6 months? Okay. Serenity, what about you? Where will you be?
I actually have a big gift for you, but I have to bring it in later.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fine with me.
Nothing to promote, Serenity?
Nothing to promote?
Oh, well, yeah, I have lots of things to promote. Let's see. Of course, my website, wickedgirl.com, and I have my new movie out, Wicked Sex Party from Wicked Pictures. And I was also at the Exotic Erotic Ball.
Well, that already happened. We were sort of thinking...
I know, but it's the Cybercast, so you can go to their website, which is exoticerotic.net.
All right, well, obviously a lot of things to plug. Well, thank you, girls. And, David, you are horrible at this.
Well, let's give him another try.
Okay, I got to take a break, and then I'll give him one last shot. What do you mean you got distracted? You're an animal.
What?
her breasts were so large that...
Oh, get out of here. That shouldn't have anything to do with it. Girls, we'll be smelling you again later.
Them with meat.
All right, girls, thank you. And we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come right back and let David have his second shot, even though I think he's full of it.
Yeah, I bet you he can't do this at all.
You know what? Who cares?
Yeah, you loved it.
I love doing it myself.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. The Howard Stern Show.
Phonics game, Robin. If you had children, I know you would get them the phonics game. I got my kids the phonics game, and man, can those little suckers read. Bowie got his kid, Lucas, or whatever his name is, Jackson, on the phonics game.
It takes a load off your mind when they can read, doesn't it?
And you know what's great about it? You put them in front of the TV set with a videotape and the card games and stuff, and you don't have to do anything. And I mean, it works.
That's the best parenting, when you're out of it.
Right. Phonics is a comprehensive reading program made easy and fun. Help your kids out and get them the phonics game. Call 1-800-811-READ. 1-800-811-READ. You should see these phonics games. The junior one is for little kids like preschool and kindergarten. The regular phonics game is for ages 7 and up. And they make learning to read fun because they do it with games. Like my daughter's in kindergarten. All the other kids know how to read already.
Really?
Yeah, so I stuck her in front of the phonics game. Now she's reading.
Oh, that's good.
Call and make an investment in your child's future today. I mean it. If you're going to do anything, do this. 1-800-811-READ.
How come all the other kids were reading and not yours?
I don't know. I don't know how these parents do it. They must have gotten them the phonics game. Unless your kid goes to private school, they probably are not getting enough phonics instruction to sound out a word. Help them learn to read. 1-800-811-READ.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm Fred the Elephant Ball, and for Halloween, I'm going to be a heterosexual. That means I like women.
He's spooky. I'm learning so much today. All right, Robin, let's do this real quick. Let's bring back in this David fellow.
He claims to be able to sniff out meat eaters.
What's his name again? David Wolf?
David Wolf.
All right, this is ridiculous. He flunked so far.
Yeah, you didn't do any better, but I don't expect you to.
Oh, we got a lot of pretty women down here anyway. David, what are you putting me on with this, or are
Have you actually done this before?
I know you. Absolutely. It's a little. Why don't I hear you now? Scott, why don't I hear David Wolf? Okay. He had all break. Can you hear me, Howard? Scott, what happens? You have all break to set up, and then you forget. Like, what happens? You forget? Is it because all the pretty women are around and you forget? Be honest. No. What happens?
What happened?
I was trying to fix something that wasn't working, and...
You were not. You're a liar. I saw you standing here the whole time. You didn't fix anything.
The thing that doesn't work is him.
Talk into a microphone. What were you trying to fix?
A headset wasn't working, so I didn't realize he was coming in. I was attending to this headset.
You didn't realize David was coming in? Who did you think was coming?
I was trying to fix the headset.
You didn't know anything was
You didn't know anything was happening?
No, I knew it was happening.
He's so full of it. Everybody has an excuse. It was the headset.
No, the thing that doesn't work is Scott.
Right.
If we could only
it's amazing to me that, like, we just had like a 10-minute break.
You could have fixed anything in that time.
It's the same bit. David's going to walk in, and then the microphone's not on. And he's here to make sure that he's here for one reason.
I think he gets so interested in the show, he becomes a spectator.
Yeah.
He is not working.
And people say to me, why don't you get an engineer so you can free yourself of sitting behind this board? I don't trust any engineer. We ran 100 spots. You could have cured cancer in the time that we were gone. And why don't you just be honest with me? What happens? Do you get, like, dopey or something? Do you fog out?
I just told you.
But how do you forget? Like, you know he's walking in. Don't you go, uh-oh, I better turn on the microphone?
You were standing there looking at him.
Yeah.
Do you get really interested in the show? Is that what happened? Be honest.
No, I turned off the pack so the battery wouldn't die in between the break.
Right. And then you forget?
I turned on the level, but I didn't turn the pack on.
So what do? You forget? Like you don't have a checklist of things you should do?
He had two things to do. He did
I had two things to do, and I did one. That's right.
That's usual.
He's like an idiot.
He's a 50%er.
And what should I do? I mean, this is every time I need someone to be on the microphone.
Not every time.
It really
Come
is.
on, it's not every time.
The beauty of Scott, though, is he's trying to do his best. Like he's saving the battery.
Yeah, and then you know what happens?
And then he forgets to turn on the
And then you know what happens? And then I spend 15 minutes yelling at Scott, and it doesn't seem to make an impression on. Like, I'd be embarrassed.
Never phases him.
I figure if I humiliate him enough, he'll start doing his job right.
You can't humiliate him.
I can't humiliate you.
It's not every time, Howard.
It really is.
It should have been on. You're right. It wasn't on.
Admit to me that the only reason that you are now standing in my studio is to turn that stupid microphone on.
That's right.
And you couldn't do that?
Why I couldn't do that.
Why am I here?
I mean, what am I going to say?
I had a what?
Another problem came up in the middle of
And why is there always problems?
I don't know. I fixed it during the break, and then I picked it up again, and it wasn't working again.
Right.
These strange surroundings. I must be here for a reason.
And everything's working fine now. He just, you know what? He forgot. He had no problem.
Yeah, he was standing there.
No, I still have a problem with a headset.
So, but who cares?
But my question is, when we couldn't hear David, he still didn't react.
No.
I couldn't hear it because I have no headset. I was trying to fix the headset. Don't you understand that?
Oh.
I couldn't hear it.
Oh.
Get one that works.
Well, why fix it? Why not go out and get a good headset?
I wanted to
I can't do that. Because I didn't think of that.
I missed the girl.
David, what are you doing? Are you putting me on? Do you really have a skill here of any kind?
Oh, absolutely. It's a little bit more discerning if the woman is still eating animal products, but a vegan woman, a woman who doesn't eat any animal products, boom, you can tell right away.
a meat eater. And
I was kind of torn between the two there, and I'll get this one.
Hear that.
Okay, it's all coming down right
I'll give you
now.
one last shot. David Wolf says he can pick out a woman who is a vegetarian by smelling her. Let's bring in our next three women, and then I'm throwing you right out of here.
And wipe that grin off your face.
Yeah, really, and stop smiling. Ashley, Carla, and Vanessa are coming in. Here they come right now.
I swear that one of these women is a vegetarian.
All the women are beautiful, I'll tell you that. I mean, there's no problem with that.
Meat or no, huh?
I tell you, meat or no meat. Wow. Everybody looks really good. All right, now let me get this straight. First of all, we have Ashley. Where is Ashley? Ashley, hi. You're a very beautiful woman.
Thank you very much.
Ashley, are you an adult porno star?
No, I'm not.
You don't look like one.
No.
What do you do?
I would model for Perfect 10 magazine.
Oh, you're a Perfect 10 model as well.
Yeah.
Wow, you're really pretty. How old are you?
19.
Perfect age.
Thank you.
That's the age I like. And do you sleep with men yet, or are you saving yourself?
I'm saving myself.
Is that right? Are you a virgin?
You smelled her to see if she was a virgin.
I could smell and tell right away that you're no virgin.
No.
You're no I could smell it from here. You're not a virgin, are you?
No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. You know, I was in Los Angeles. I ran into the guy who owns Perfect 10 magazine, and he's like a little short guy, and he walks around with 2 Perfect 10 girls all the time.
Usually more than 2.
Yeah, and you I go, oh my God, wait a second.
That's
I'm a celebrity. I have no Perfect 10 girls.
Is he married? No.
Is he a married guy? No.
What a scam.
That's why he can do that.
You have to see this.
Start a magazine.
He is walking around with 2 Perfect 10 girls. And I'm like, well, where am I in this mix?
And that's all he'll talk to, right?
Yeah. And he's got gorgeous, women like this around him.
Fighting again.
It's unbelievable. So, okay. And you claim to be a vegetarian. All the women claim to be a vegetarian. Okay. Now, who is this?
Carla.
All right. We met you before.
Yes.
Carla, are you a porno star?
No, I'm not.
What do you do?
I'm a student.
You're just a student?
Yes.
You're not even in Perfect 10 magazine?
No, I'm not.
Let me tell you, you're very beautiful, too, in that bathing suit.
Well, thank you.
And let's go to Ashley.
No, Vanessa.
Vanessa, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm screwed up here in my notes, as usual. Vanessa, are you in Perfect 10 magazine?
Yes, I am.
You are. That's what I figured. And all of you look perfect. And do you ever walk around on the arm of the guy who owns the magazine?
Sure.
You do?
All of us girls have.
Do you sleep with him?
Do you guys sleep with him?
No, you won't be in the top 10 or 20 or anything like that if you did that.
Really?
No.
Oh, that's
So
unbelievable.
he's just walking around with girls. Who wants to do that?
All right, I'm going to have David Wolf now smell the girls. Girls, he's going to smell you, and he's claiming anyway that he could pick out the vegetarian. Go ahead.
Wow. All right, we'll start here.
He goes getting distracted again.
He is sniffing her arm. He is sniffing her chest.
I bet you don't have to do all this.
What a job.
What a job. There is no job like this. And he's smelling their crotch. He should be locked up.
Let's get back.
All right, go over to Carla now. Carla. All right, Carla's armpits are being smelled.
She's getting the treatment.
He skipped her breasts and went right to her crotch.
Coming back to the breasts.
All right.
Oh, he figures he'll change his technique.
I'm sorry.
All right. He claims that he can smell animal products on a woman. All right. Going over now to, of course, the beautiful Vanessa.
I'm shy of you.
Don't be shy. He's a professional smeller. David, do you do this at family reunions?
Yes, you should have seen it when he
Thanksgiving dinner, etc.
He is woozy.
Oh no.
Wow. All right. Now, all right, I'll give it a shot. I don't profess it. Girls, do you mind if I smell you?
No, go ahead.
Of course not. If you got that animal smell you shouldn't let me.
I love a guy named Wolf who won't eat meat.
Yeah. Some wolf. All right, Robin, I'm going to try and use this microphone. Let's see if it works. Of course, it does not work.
Yes, it does.
It does? All right. Here, let me have this one. I like this one better.
It sounds good.
All right, let me start over here. The same place that David went. All right, hold on. Let me smell you, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what I'm smelling for.
Well, you're just smelling.
Wow. Not only are you perfect 10, you don't even smell. Like, there's no even odor on her. All right, let me smell you. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, excuse me, I touched your breast. All right, wait a second. All right. I've done my smelling. I know who is the vegetarian.
All right, who is
this time, David, you go first, and I'll tell you if I agree.
Okay, the vegetarian is Carla.
I'm in full agreement that Carla is the vegetarian. Carla is number 2. Carla, or whoever is the real vegetarian, please step forward. And it is Carla.
You know how I knew? And I didn't smell a thing.
Can I tell you how I knew?
She was the only one who wasn't from that
Perfect 10 magazine. That's what I did. You did the same thing. Admit it, David.
No, I can tell.
No, you
you lying dog.
No, you could not. You were
I
guessing.
should wait a second. The other 2 girls are from Perfect 10.
Right.
They're busy running around eating meat. And why would Carla be here?
That was to throw you off, Howard.
Oh, please. It didn't throw us off, though. It's obvious.
It was obvious.
It's too obvious.
Yeah, well, anyway, I want to thank the girls. Girls, you want to plug anything? I guess you're just here to plug Perfect 10?
Yeah. Just the magazine.
Howard, you won some kind of competition, didn't you?
Yeah.
What did you win?
I won the Perfect 10 contest out of the...
So you were the most perfect of the 10s.
I hope so.
Really? And how much money do you win for that?
I won $200,000.
Wow. Really win $200,000?
Can I
get
get
a date with you? Hey, shut up, David. Really?
Yeah.
Are you jealous that she won?
No, I'm actually very happy the way it turned out.
Oh, yeah. Did you get $200,000?
No, but I got my fair share. I mean, I feel lucky to be in the top 10. And I was close with Ashley and Monica before, so.
All right. Well, what are you going to do with the $200,000?
I'm going to get a house in California, I think.
A whorehouse?
No. Stop it.
Why not? I'll go.
Plain old house.
Just a plain old house. And you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? All right. He'll probably go through the $200,000 with his mail order business. What does he do for a living?
He just goes to school right now. He doesn't do it.
Yeah, that money's as good as gone.
He's going to get her to invest in his infomercial.
Yeah, I got a great idea for an infomercial. You do? Yeah, if we take the $200,000, we can make millions. Okay, $200,000 gone. Carla, what do you want to plug? Anything?
I'm here with PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I have a dog.
You have a dog? That's great.
My dog had diarrhea yesterday because my wife doesn't put away the bran crackers.
So I have to plug our vegetarian hotline, 888-VEG-FOOD, for anyone who wants free vegetarian recipes.
All right, I'll pass on that. And you want to, of course, just plug Perfect 10, right?
Sure.
Okay. And what about David Wolf? What does he want to plug?
888 Raw Food. That's my website, too, rawfood.com. The Raw Food Diet, Raw Vegetarian Diet. Very simple, totally fun. Save the earth, feel great, pick up hot chicks. What more could you want?
I'm sick of you. All right, thank you, David Wolf, and thank you, girls. And there it is, the man who can smell women.
No, he can't.
He did as good as I did. And you didn't even smell anybody.
I smell a soul, and I knew.
All right, thanks, ladies. That was great. And David, go back to your website. Scott, I'm going to hand you the microphone and watch you ruin it. I never saw a guy like Scott the engineer. Every time we got to do a bit, he's here to turn on the microphone, and he forgets to turn on the microphone. Oops.
He's consistent.
I really am.
That was a lot of fun. By the way, fans of Gilbert Gottfried, Gilbert will be here to do the news with us, Robin.
Oh, wonderful. What did I hear Gilbert's voice in the other day? Some commercial.
I'm sure you. What is it?
ESPN, you're right.
I'm sure you turned off the commercial.
It's where these dogs are sitting around playing poker, and Gilbert is the voice of one of the dogs.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I think he's the bulldog or something.
All right. We take a couple of phone calls. There are a lot of people waiting to speak to us. Let me see. All right, we'll start with this guy, Lee. Go ahead, Lee.
Hi, Howard. Mega dildos to you.
Right. Let me get rid of these headphones. Hold on. Let me get rid of these headphones because they're squealing.
Yeah.
Here, Scott, take this and work on them.
They're not working, Scott.
I'll turn them off.
Oh,
I'm good at turning things off. I just forget to put them back on.
We never break down.
You know what it is? I think you're just so lazy because you always look tired. I think you're so lazy you just forget to do your job.
What time does he go to bed at night?
What time do you go to bed at night? Seriously, what time do you go to sleep?
Last night, I went to sleep at 7 o'clock.
And you're this dopey?
I'm not dopey.
Because you know how you're like always like sluggish?
I'm not sluggish.
You can barely breathe.
There was a problem. I couldn't hear what was going on because the headset wasn't working.
I see. All right. Okay. Wouldn't you know to turn it on? Why do you need to hear it?
Well, I got to hear what's going on, but...
I turned up the level. I forgot to put on the pack.
The pack. The pack. I'm a ball of fire, except the fire burned off my hair. I'm the size of 2 people, but I do half the work of 1 person.
Look at that one. Another equation from hell.
Right.
You think somebody the size of 2 people could do the work of 2 people?
At least 1.
What?
We would like 1.
Thank you. If anybody else is coming in to smell girls, I'm ready now. Oh, I see the bit's over.
I'll be ready tomorrow.
Everything's working now.
Yeah, you know, I finally have it together.
Bring them back in.
Go ahead. What is it?
Good morning, Howard.
Yes, quickly. Come on.
Okay, I wrote a song about you. It's called Howard's Spirit, Howard's Love.
All right, quickly. Let me hear the song.
Have you seen the spirit of Howard Stern? Howard Stern's spirit is here in plain view. Take a look, open your eyes. Howard's love comes from his heart to you. Have you ever listened to Howard? Heard the humor that flows from his soul?
Shut up,
Felt
you
the
prick.
joy of laughter that he gives you. Then I say, hey, you've seen the spirit of Howard Stern.
What's this guy, Boxcar Willie?
Is this... Does he
Howard
write
Stern's
songs all
spirit
the
is
time?
here in plain view. Take a look. Open your eyes.
Tell me he's great.
Howard's love comes from his heart.
Plainview. Who ever heard of a song with
Have
Plainview?
you ever stood on a mountain with the green valley below? Watch the eagle soaring in glory. Then I say, hey, hey.
I kind of like it. I wonder if he'd go into a studio.
Catch you.
Should you have him record it
Yes,
with an
we need-
orchestra?
This is great.
Yeah.
It's an anthem.
Open your eyes.
Philharmonic.
Hey, dude. I love it.
Thank you.
Can you record that with an orchestra?
No, I never have. I'm not a singer.
Yes, you are.
What, do you write songs or were you just moved?
No, I just wrote the song about Howard.
You know, we have a whole production facility. Would you be where do you live, in Plainview?
In California.
Yeah. Would you be willing, if I put you together, in fact, our production facility is in California, if I put you together with them, would you sing it and perform it?
Sure.
Oh, we would love that.
All right.
Yeah, I'd love to do it for you.
Hold
With
on.
some beautiful music behind that?
Well, why not?
Yeah.
We got a whole setup out there.
Why not get him over there?
All right. Hold on, okay?
Okay.
Very beautiful.
Maybe we'll fly him in and debut it.
Any song about me I like.
Well, we can
Have
always
you
find
ever...
a use for
I got. Wait. What are the lyrics
Have you
again?
ever... What?
Let me see. Yeah. Well, have you ever? Sir.
Could you fasten
still there?
those lyrics?
Yeah.
Sing it a little again. The beginning.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the spirit of Howard Stern? Howard Stern's spirit is here in plain view. Take a look. Open your eyes. Howard's love comes from his heart to you.
All right. That's very good. Hold on. Unbelievable.
I thought Plainview was a place, but now I hear he's saying Plainview.
Yeah, in Plainview.
Oh.
It's is that a religious song, Robin, do you think?
I think so.
She's in love with you. Sounds like he's in love.
And he never wrote a song before. He just
Are you
felt like
gay?
writing one for you. Oh, boy.
No, Ralph is.
Are you religious?
No.
All right, hold on. Fascinating. Here's a call about Scott the engineer. Don't leave, Scott. Here's someone who wants to talk about you. Terry, go ahead.
Howard, is Scott that much of a loser, or do you pre-plan equipment failure ahead of your show?
Sir, I swear to you, I had every intention of buzzing through that routine in 5 minutes. It turned into a 25-minute bit because of Scott the engineer. I in no way planned for him.
I watched your Saturday show with the handicapped Star Search.
Yeah, how'd you like that when Scott's running around trying to fix the equipment during that?
Yeah.
That's great. The best part was when you were yelling at Gary and Scott, and it would have been better off if the King of All Blacks kicked Gary's ass and kicked Scott's ass.
Do you understand my frustration now? Every time Scott is involved with this equipment, there's a problem.
Exactly. And
what would you do? What does one do about this?
There's nothing to do, I don't think.
What can I do?
Is there anybody accountable there for that?
No one. No one. It's never anyone's fault.
Except yours now.
Yeah. They all call me the bastard.
Scott always thinks his excuses are acceptable.
Scott and Richie go
I didn't
back
say it was acceptable. I said there was another problem. It should have been on. I told you that. I couldn't hear what was going on.
But you're not particularly upset.
But you don't need to.
Of course I'm upset. I get annoyed at myself. I get really mad at myself because I know
who can tell? You look like a robot.
Oh.
Who can tell when you're annoyed?
You should have a contest for handicapped engineers.
You're not kidding.
You got to win that all the time.
I tell you, my staff is full of more innocent people than prison. And I know you and Richie sit back there and call me the bastard and I'm a prick and all that. Oh, I know. I hear about everything. I know it. But I don't care. I'm the guy whose name is on the show. I care.
David Wolf should smell Scott's ass and find out what crawled up him and died.
Right.
Because obviously the show's not moving right.
Right.
So.
Thank you.
All righty. We'll talk to you.
Right. It's outrageous. Yes, Pat, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, it's Pat.
Yes.
I got to tell you something. I manage a help desk here, and what you need a help desk to document all these issues that you have.
We have a Lotus Notes database. We document everything. We have a TV show that documents everything, a radio show.
We have a radio show.
It doesn't do me any good.
So you've got an audit trail of all these problems.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Get rid of them.
All right, thank you.
Later.
Scott, thank you.
Hey, anytime.
Right. Thanks for helping. John, go ahead.
Yeah, Howard.
This is John, everybody. Go ahead.
Howard.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I had to laugh at you yesterday because you were talking about how a big man you are, this, that, and the other thing, and I'm the guy that came up to you in the parking lot over there. I'm 5'4", little short Italian guy.
What parking lot?
This was when you guys had that party over at Glen Island.
Yeah.
And I walked up to you. I had to laugh my ass off.
Oh, get out of here. You're not the guy.
I am the guy. I'll tell you exactly what I did. I knocked on your window. I turned over to Robin.
Get out of here.
Robin, that's how it's done. All I want to do is...
This guy ain't the guy.
That's the guy. He's
no,
saying
it's not.
exactly what happened.
Yeah, you said it 20 times on the air.
No, but I didn't say the part about him saying that I just want to shake his hand.
Oh, well, who cares? I'm not going to shake that guy's hand. Who knows what he's carrying?
And he was a little guy.
Hey, Dr. Johnson's on the phone, Robin.
Who's Dr. Johnson?
Dr. Johnson says Greek gods are coming down to defend us against aliens.
Oh.
Now, I don't know what the hell this is. Dr. Johnson, what kind of doctor are you, by the way?
Psychology.
Psychology.
Right.
What do you mean, a doctor of psychology?
What do you mean, doctor of psychology? Where'd you get your degree?
I got it at Breen Christian College.
Uh-huh.
Bring me in the notes on Dr. Johnson, Casey. Or are you going to hold on to him for after I can look at them?
No, he's going to email them to Gary.
On his pager. Yeah. Don't give me the notes.
Want them now?
I'll wing it. You guys are losers. I tell you, Dr. Johnson.
Dr. Johnson, we need you.
Do people make fun of your name, Dr. Johnson? Because how could you not give me the notes and then you put the guy up on the phone? What are you thinking of? I mean, it's sick.
Howard, I didn't know what was. I was getting everybody ready to go.
You were what?
I was seeing everybody off and getting all that stuff. I didn't know.
You're a loser. He really is. Dr. Johnson claims to be a psychologist.
Is he a professor or does he treat people? What is he?
Doctor, where did you get your degree?
Green Christian College.
Oh, Green Christian College.
Where's that?
I don't know. I never heard of it. All right.
And does that mean green Christians or is it just green Christians?
It's a green Christian college. Is that because aliens are green?
No.
And these are green Christians?
No.
Are you a Christian, Dr. Johnson?
No, I'm not.
You are not? What are you? Are you an alien?
Interested.
You're just what?
Interested.
In?
Spirituality.
Are you,
You don't claim to be any religion.
Are you a young guy?
Pardon?
How old are you?
53.
Oh, 53, so you've been around.
Right.
All right. Now, you've done a lot of research about aliens.
Right.
But wait a minute. What does he do with this degree of his?
He looks at aliens.
No. Come on. Does he treat people or is he a professor?
Do you counsel people, doctor?
Yes, I do.
You do?
And do they know of your beliefs?
Do they know that they're being counseled by a man who believes in aliens?
That's just one aspect of my life there.
I see. Okay. All right. Now, you're one of those guys who believes people get abducted each year.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Do you have patients, clients who are abductees?
I have had, yeah.
Oy vey. And he probably buys into them.
I tell you, he's a good guy.
You know what I got to say to all these guys, and no offense, Dr. Johnson, but I am a guy who would love to believe in alien life forms and all this stuff.
Why not? It would be fun.
There has never... Why wouldn't the aliens land and say hello to us?
And
what are they afraid
everybody.
of? Explain that to me, Dr. Johnson. You're such a macher. Explain to me why the alien... You know, every one of these X-File type guys, like Dr. Johnson, they all... It's like
government is hiding everything.
The government's why would people hide it? Why wouldn't the aliens land in Times Square today and be done with it? Say hello. And say hello.
Or blow us up. What
Either way, do it. Conquer us or not. What? Tell me exactly why, Dr. Johnson.
Well, one is that this is, for the last 2,500 years, this planet has been an experimental lab. And you don't want to foul the experiment by allowing people to know too much.
Okay, Dr. Johnson. Do you want to play this back?
Sure, anytime.
You think the aliens set up this planet as like a petri dish?
Basically.
Right. And they are an advanced people.
Then how did you find out?
Mainly because I went through my own abduction.
You have been abducted. Oh, well, why don't you say so?
Didn't have.
Why are you beating around the bush? All right. Right now, you say... Now, this is where you really get...
When was he abducted?
Hold it a second. Wait till you hear this one. Listen to this. Right now, the Greek goddesses are angry at our society because we objectify women and don't treat them fairly. So the goddesses will genetically alter all women on the planet, and they will... Because he sounds pretty normal on the phone.
Right, he sounds like a reasonable guy.
All women will evolve 1 million years. They will all be over 6 feet tall and physically, mentally, and telepathically correct. You got to be kidding me with
Greek
this.
goddesses just got upset?
Yep.
Dr. Johnson.
You know how long women have been underdogs in this civilization?
Wait a second. Dr. Johnson.
Lord.
You have to give women a chance to work out their own problems, and unfortunately, they don't seem to be doing that.
You wouldn't be Dr. J. Johnny Johnson, would you?
No.
No, this is Dr. Dick Johnson.
Are you Dr. Dick Johnson?
No, I'm not.
Oh, it's Dr. Peters.
Dr. Johnson, when is the last time you got laid, if I can ask? Seriously, when is the last time you got laid?
Sometime.
Really? Within the week?
Do you have a woman?
Let me smell you. What the hell is this? All right. So, let me understand something. When were you abducted?
The last time or just any time?
Last time.
Oh, how many times?
A lot.
All right. When was the last time you got abducted?
About 2 weeks ago.
All right. Where were you taken?
Made to the motherships.
You were taken to a ship?
Right.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If you've been abducted many times, wouldn't you do something to stop it?
Then why not?
Can't do anything.
You can't. Why not videotape yourself being abducted so that we would all have proof?
Well, there's a lot of people that have tried that, and the cameras never work.
Oh, I wonder why that is.
Now, why do you
when
think
you get abducted, what happens?
he was taken to Chuck E. Cheese?
No. I want to know how he can't stop this. So what happens?
What happens? Are you nude?
Basically, when it happens to me, I'm in bed asleep, and then when they come and pick you up.
You don't wake up.
No, you wake up, but it's like you're under telepathic push.
Like you're in a tractor beam.
Don't they pick you up with a beam?
No, not necessarily. Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
That's not the beam of Star Trek. It's a different type of beam.
And what do these aliens look like? Like the things we see on TV with the
like
big
the ones
heads?
from Close Encounters?
Well, that's the Greys. Yeah, that's one of the main ones. Yeah.
No. And you get picked up by a beam. I mean, you get picked up telepathically, and you're transported to the mothership. And are you nude on the ship?
Yeah, the humans are kept nude for psychological reasons.
What psychological reasons?
Because humans are not used to that, and therefore it puts them in a
vulnerable.
vulnerable
So you don't even have to tie them up if you make them nude. They won't leave.
And is that also to embarrass you if you have a small penis?
No, not really.
Are you?
That's not
and
an
what
issue.
do they do?
Do you walk around nude, or do they have you strapped to a table?
Well, both.
They do.
Yeah, because you go into scientific labs, and that's where they do a lot of pain tolerance and stress tolerance.
Why are they so into this pain tolerance thing?
Because they want to push the human body to see what it will do.
But haven't they figured that out yet after all this experimentation?
No, well, no, not really. Because they're looking for specific answers, and they haven't found it yet.
So what are some of the experiments they do on you? Do they...
Well, they put, like, metal slivers up your fingernails. They do electric shock. They do...
Do they do anything to your penis?
Pardon?
Do they do anything to your penis?
That's part of it, yeah.
They do.
If they do, Howard wants to go.
Right. Can they make it bigger?
No, they don't do that.
Are there women?
Pardon?
Are there women?
Well, they're both, they're both.
Yeah, but do you come back with any evidence from these examinations or experiments?
Never. They always remove everything.
I mean, you would have be able to see if something was slid under a person's nail,
No.
or they were injected.
They know how to.
something.
They know how to fix it. When they erase it.
Were you abducted?
Yes.
Oh.
Am I right, Dr. Johnson?
Yes, you're right.
Of course.
Dr. Johnson, do you feel a little crazy?
Not at all.
Do you ever think that this might be a money-making thing, that there are enough wackos out there that will believe in this kind of stuff? Because I don't believe a word you're saying. I'll be honest with you.
That's okay. I don't really care.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, I don't.
All right, so
because if I believed you, then your master plan would work.
My master plan?
That's right.
To take over the world.
To take over the world.
Sorry, I don't.
Why are the aliens... Well,
wait a minute. Where do these Greek gods come in?
Well, basically, one of the reasons you wondered why they didn't come in before to help women out is because they had to wait for a specific period of time.
But you not only believe in aliens, you believe in Greek gods.
That's
I don't.
That's where you really get wacky.
The Greek gods and the Norse gods were just humans that had raised their consciousness level to a point to where other humans that were not as advanced saw them as gods and goddesses.
Dr. Johnson, this is going to come as a mind-blowing shock to you, but on our phone is Serkan, who claims to have been an alien that abducted you.
Okay.
Oh, you're laughing at him, huh? Serkan.
Dr. Johnson.
Yeah.
Dr. Johnson, you're being a very bad earthling. You remember the agreement we had upon conditioned release of you? You said you would not divulge anything that you had seen or heard on the ship?
Did you promise, Serkan, that you would not speak about the alien atrocities? Dr. Johnson?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You did not.
Yeah, Dr. Johnson, yes, you did.
Serkan, what will you do to the doctor for revealing all of your secrets?
Well, in fact, we'll do some of what we did to him last time. If he remembers me, I am the alien that had the two-headed penis, and in fact, Dr. Johnson asked that we keep him an extra few days, but we had to release him.
While Dr. Johnson is laughing at you, he probably doesn't believe you.
He likes that.
He likes that. Dr. Johnson, how do you know for a fact this isn't Serkan who operated on you last? How do you really not know that? See, he's laughing.
Dr. Johnson,
Like,
you know, Dr. Johnson, you're in line for a permanent abduction now.
Oh, well, that's good.
Serkan, let me thank you for calling in. And
You're very welcome, Mr. Stern. And by the way, I must say, my entire civilization enjoys your show.
Thank you, Serkan. There he is, Serkan, who had abducted Dr. Johnson in the last abduction, and now says that, Dr. Johnson, this will be your last radio interview because you will be abducted permanently.
Well, that sounds like interesting.
Well, have you ever mated with any of the aliens?
Usually with aliens, it's through artificial insemination.
I see.
But they are hybrids, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But why have the aliens allowed you to speak?
Just like you were saying, it sounds so fantastic that most people don't believe it.
Well, anyway, Dr. Johnson, I would imagine, has a book or a website or something. Is that right?
No, I don't.
Nothing.
Because his patients might find out.
You just why then? What is it, KC?
Dr. Johnson, you may not believe in it, but he believes it because he's not promoting anything.
Right.
Nothing.
Well, there you go. You know what? There is the best proof I've seen yet.
Who have you tried to tell your story to?
Us.
Well, I've been on radio all over the world.
But have you contacted the government?
No, because
I guess when that idiot resigned off the radio, what's that guy? Art Bell. You must have been really bummed.
Well, he had a good show, yeah.
Well, yeah, he believed all this.
Do you believe him that he's been taken by somebody or threatened by somebody?
Yes.
I would believe that.
All right. Well, listen, it is terrible that you're being abducted. It is terrible that metal slivers are being put under your nail.
Terrible that nobody believes you.
We are among those that don't believe you. But thank you, Dr. Johnson, for answering all our questions, and may the Greek gods be with you.
You too.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Johnson. There he is, Dr. Johnson.
We should keep in touch with Dr. Johnson.
Oh, yeah, we will. Telepathically, of course.
Oh, I don't know. What did he say is going to happen to the world? The Greek gods are going to come down here and change women.
Women and advance them 1,000,000 years.
And aliens are going to do what to the planet?
I don't know. I missed that part. I was busy smelling women. Must be a full moon today.
This is Dracula Gottfried, and you're listening to the Howard Stern Show.
Dracula Gottfried will be coming by here today for our enjoyment and amusement. No more alien interviews, please. I have a press conference coming up in just a couple of minutes where I will be entertaining comments from the press in Madison, Wisconsin, and Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
The Howard Stern Show.
What happened? Is Coldies? Oh, Robin. I am a fan of Coldies. Now, the last time I went to Los Angeles, I got there. It's very hard to get into a sleep pattern. And lo and behold, after 2 days of being there, I had swollen glands. Yes, that's right. I had swollen glands.
Wow.
Now,
and what do you do when you get the swollen glands?
All I can tell you, in the past, I used to have them for 2 weeks. So in other words, I would move into a cold, and I would have a cold, and that would be it.
Yeah. Then you're sick.
And then I'd be sick.
And then you complain.
Now, this time, I had my Coldies. When I got home, I started taking Coldies. In 2 days, the cold was gone.
What?
Completely gone. I mean, completely gone.
No 2 weeks of misery.
Nothing. I swear to God. That's a true story. If you don't get Coldies, you're a jerk-off.
Coldies is a miracle.
That's right. Go to any store. I'll give you some...
It's now all over.
It really is. It's very, very available. Ever since we started doing the commercial. Coldies available at all Dwayne Reed and fine stores everywhere. There's some kind of Chase Championship tennis tournament, but, you know...
They sponsor?
Yeah, who cares? This
what
product...
you want is to get rid of your
Yeah,
cold.
yeah, exactly. Thank you.
105.9.
The package.
All right, it's time for our press conference. We're going to be holding a duo press conference. A dual press conference.
All right.
In Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and Madison, Wisconsin. I don't know how we're doing this. Baba Booey never explained it to me. I guess...
All you have to do is punch down the phone line after you give your opening statement.
After the opening statement, okay.
What phone line? Line 16?
That is correct.
I'm on line 16.
Okay, if you want, we can talk to our first person. If you don't want to...
I don't want to talk to the first person. I want to give a statement.
Right, and then we'll be ready.
What? They can hear my statement?
Yes, they can.
Even with the line punched down?
Okay. I'll make my statement then. Greetings to Madison, Wisconsin, and Cape Cod. My name is Howard Stern. I know nothing about Madison, Wisconsin. And the only thing I know about Cape Cod is Ted Kennedy once drowned a girl there.
Ooh.
Am I correct or am I incorrect?
Was it Cape Cod? I think
so. I believe so.
So far, so good.
All right, I want to explain to you who I am exactly. I've got a radio network, a cable TV show, a syndicated weekly TV show, and nude pictures of Dr. Laura Schlesinger. In fact, you could say, Robin, that I'm happier than a rapist on Viagra.
Oh.
A lot of people, press included, don't know what I do on radio because all they've heard is that I look at women's breasts, talk about women's breasts, or watch them shave themselves in their private parts. Well, let me say something. That is true. That is all I do. But I'm exercising my First Amendment rights.
To do what?
To feel up broads. And that is the truth. Well, Robin, as you know, this press conference marks that we are officially on the air in Madison and Cape Cod. It's not exactly like adding London and Paris to our list.
How long have we been on in those two markets and they're just getting a press conference? Is this really new?
Months. But this makes it official. As I say, it's not like London and Paris, but we have to take what we get. Right. Excuse me, Baba Booey, since the press conference started, how many cities have ditched our new TV show?
Baba Booey.
7.
7 and counting.
Well, I'll teach the kids out there one thing. The whole world sucks hard and long. Life is a drudgery.
Don't expect it to get any better.
I believe some scumbag dreamed up this whole world just to make me miserable.
And we learned today it was aliens.
Every goddamn thing in existence is a total waste of time. When will the torture of being anywhere end? One thing about our radio show I can say is that we win, we always win. It's that simple.
Though it means nothing.
We are the 1998 New York Yankees of radio. Except that...
We are so far and away ahead of the Yankees.
Right. We win always.
Be the greatest team ever?
Right.
Please. We laugh at them.
And Joe Torre is a goddamn bore. And I have the most impressive mouth since Linda Lovelace. Our formula is simple. I'm going to give it away right now.
All right.
People hang on every word I say.
What kind of formula is that?
The woman that I work with, Robin, is my audience. She pushes me on through this world of crap that we're all stuck in. I also have a drunken, hash-headed joke man who sits on the side where I can't smell what his body is currently laden with. And next to him is a frightening man who has been with me for over 20 years because I'm too afraid to fire him.
He's been followed for 20 years.
And he's responsible for playing fart noises on the show. That's his job.
It's a heavy burden.
My producer's name is Baba Buhai. He's a kid who used to get me coffee, and I have watched him grow. Make that, I have watched his ass grow. In fact, he's the same dumbass that signed on 14 years ago, but now he's the size of 3 people. And I sit here and wonder why nothing is right. In fact, chances are this press conference will be wrong.
Nobody's hearing us.
All right, now I will ask for the first reporter, preferably a black lesbian with a hairlip.
Yeah.
You ready?
Any of those in Cape Cod or Madison?
What is it, Baba Buhai?
Unfortunately, none of those people exist, but our first reporter from our Cape Cod affiliate, Dean Johnson of the Boston Herald.
Oh. Hey, Dean.
Good morning, Howard.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
First of all, I understand that Cape Cod was only able to dig up 3 reporters, and so was...
Madison?
Madison, Wisconsin.
But the Boston Herald, that's impressive.
That's an impressive newspaper.
Hey, you know, the Herald is all over New England, and you've been in Boston for a long time, so we want to keep up with what's going on.
All right, thank you.
Now, did you spend any time at Cape Cod when you were in school in Boston?
Yes, I did.
Did you hear rumors about Cape Cod? What do you know about the area?
Let me tell you what I know so far. I was in Cape Cod over 20 years ago. I was in college. I had first met my wife, and she's from New England. She's from the Boston area, so we went to Cape Cod. I had no money. I stayed in a shack that had no bathroom and no electricity.
Where did you go to the bathroom?
There was an outhouse.
Oh, my.
And we rented the room for like $10.
Are you serious? An outhouse?
Yes, it was very romantic.
Oof.
And it's been uphill ever since.
Man, and she hooked up with you.
Yes. The only thing I know about Cape Cod, here's a couple of things I know. Tell me if they're true or false. They are trying desperately to cut down on topless sunbathing.
Is that true?
Sure.
All right. I don't know why. I
can't believe you didn't go back if that's what the problem is.
That's why I won't go back. Anti-nudity laws were enacted in Cape Cod area in 1975.
Is that right?
That's right. And the only other thing I really know about it, there was a controversy in Cape Cod where a local teacher was accused of making and producing porno movies as a side job.
Yep, that happened a couple of years back.
That's right. Other than that, I don't really...
Sounds like you have a lot of the basics down. Actually, I think the other Cape Cod reporters will be able to fill you in more on it.
Ted Kennedy.
Any idea of who your competition's going to be down there?
Ted Kennedy and Mary Jo Kopechne, right?
Yep. I think that was out in the vineyard, but that's close enough. It's going to be the same audience.
Rose Kennedy passed away in Cape Cod in 1995 at the age of 104.
Yeah, but that was where the Kennedy compound.
Kennedy compound.
Yeah, they're going to be in your backyard.
Yeah, we're backyard. All right. Anyway, so what is your question?
Well, that was one of them. What you knew about the Cape Cod crowd, what you plan on doing for the audience. I guess the other question...
Aren't there lots of homos in Provincetown?
Yep, big gay and lesbian population out
I have no problem with that. I am pro-gay.
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you. All right, what do you want? What is the question?
Well, that was... You already answered one of them. The other question I was just going to ask you is, are you thinking of rethinking how you're going to go about doing the TV show at all with the response you got from... some of the affiliates?
No, I will never rethink anything in my life.
People have been trying to get him to rethink all of his life.
As I said earlier this morning, I was talking about that. I said it is fascinating to me. I did my radio show for years and years and years, and everyone used to say it was horrible and it should be taken off the air.
It would never last.
I put the show on TV on the E! Network, the same show that you see on Saturday nights. It received stellar reviews. TV Guide gave it this most incredible review. Everybody said it was innovative television. CBS came to me and said specifically, would you be willing to put these tapes on our show Saturday night? I said yes. For some reason, when people see this on Saturday night, they are aghast. They don't believe what's going on. I got to tell you something. It's the same show we had on E! I don't know why it would take anybody by surprise. Now they're saying it's disgusting, it's dirty, has no redeeming value, it's not funny, it's low rated. I'm telling you, this is what they said about me on radio for years, and I always succeeded. If they leave it in place, it will succeed, but they cannot expect me to change. No, I will not change at all. My critics can all drive off a bridge with toasted Ted Kennedy. I could care less. And I must tell you that it is not do or die for me on Saturday night. For example, this Saturday night I'm putting a show on where women come on to get evaluated by men. One of the women breaks down in tears, and the other woman fools us by having a penis. It is outrageous television. You have never seen television like this before. I'm telling you. It's funny, and it's good, and it's dirty, and it's everything.
Were you surprised that what I think the last GM called the show abhorrent when you dropped it? I mean, were you surprised that the response has been so...
No, I expect it. As a matter of fact, there's no way... He's typing. There is no... Okay, I hear you. There is no way that you should watch our show and expect that everyone would like it. Then I wouldn't be doing my job. And in all seriousness, I, quite frankly, think we should take it away from all the television stations and only give it to the 12 CBS O&O stations. Take it away from the rest of the country. They don't deserve it.
When do we get to the point where we can put something on satellite and only the people who want it can take it?
Of course. And by the way, the same guy who called my show reprehensible doesn't tell you that I quadrupled the ratings in that market. You know, that they won't tell you. So
yeah, he can't stand it when he goes to a cocktail party and his friends say the same thing. Only they're watching. That's why they can talk to him about it.
And you know what? If it is reprehensible, then fine. Take it off the air. That's fine. And I've always said that we should never have offered this show to the whole country. We should have syndicated it the way that we do the radio show. Only the markets that really beg for it get it. And that's the way it should be.
Television is not used to working that way.
Right. My show will be controversial. And by the way, if you don't see more stations canceling, that means the show's gotten lame. We should be canceled almost in every market by next year. And that's a promise.
They're still absolutely certain that eventually you're going to catch up to and surpass Saturday Night Live?
Absolutely I am.
If they leave it there.
In fact, in New York, I was looking at the New York ratings, and like we had a 3.5 this weekend, and Saturday Night Live had a 6.5 or something. And I'm saying for a show that's been on 20 years, that spends $1 million a week, there ain't that big a difference.
Do you expect to be adding more or doing any more different features than you have been?
No, I won't change the format at all. I told you what it is. They came to me and said, would you run the E! Show on Saturday nights? I said, yes. One day I'll do a sketch show maybe, but now is not the time. I'm way too busy. I'm way too busy yelling at the new television show. I have meetings every day.
If you didn't have that show, you might be able to do it.
Yeah, if I didn't have this show, I might be able to do a different one. I will eventually chop a girl's head off on there and see what happens.
Let's bring back the old magic trick.
Yeah. So, you know, listen, I must tell you that it is fascinating to me what goes on in my career. The same television show that airs on E! That they gave rave reviews to, now everyone's calling reprehensible. I must tell you that right now all I have time for is the type of television show I'm putting on. I know some people are clamoring for me to do a Saturday Night Live type show like I did in the 80s. But I will. I believe this show's good. We're also going to pack it with more backstage stuff, and we have some other features coming up. But basically, this is the show. And I'm telling you, if you watch this week's show, you will see human drama like you've never seen before. A woman breaks down on the air, and the other one pulls out her penis. What could be better than that?
In one situation, the woman was shocked.
And I swear to you...
second, the guys were shocked.
And I swear to you, when you watch the show this weekend, you will think that this woman with the penis, you will think that it's a real woman.
No, you probably won't. But
yes, you will.
6 gay guys in there did.
Get out of here.
Any predictions on how many other stations drop out after this week?
At least 12.
Oh, okay.
At least.
Hey, Howard?
Yes?
I think we should give some more people a chance.
This guy's monopolizing.
How dare you, Howard? Nice speaking with you as well.
Baba Booey.
All right, Baba Booey, moving it along.
Baba Booey. Okay, next up, Howard, from our Madison affiliate, Doug Moe of the Capital Times.
How are you, Doug?
Good, Howard.
Nice to speak with you. What I know about Madison is very limited. I understand that it's a very small community.
There's a college there.
That's right.
State capital.
Yes.
The county is about 350,000.
Here's what I know about Madison. There was a controversy in Madison, Wisconsin, when a painting entitled Madonna and the Rat was recently removed from the Madison East High School.
What was that?
Well, I guess it was, Madonna being...
Mother Mary?
Mother Mary.
Someone called Madison the land of the perpetually offended, so you should play pretty well here.
Yes.
Did you know you were on in 1986?
I did not know that.
Yeah, the good news is you've lasted longer this time from August than you did that time.
I was on in 1980. That syndicated Saturday show?
Yeah.
Well, I knew that would never work. You can't be on once a week and really make a dent in radio.
The manager dropped it, said she was grossed out, disgusted, all of that, and I mentioned that to the new affiliate, WLX, to the owner, and he said, Howard has found Jesus and pledged $250,000 to a local charity here in Madison.
There you go. Good.
I said, I got to congratulate him and thank him.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe anything you just heard.
I want to know if you ever do, and forgive my ignorance on this, take the show on the road, because I think it would play pretty well in Madison.
Yes, I do. Usually when we go to number one in a market, I take the show on the road, but I must confess in recent years I haven't done that. When we became number one in Las Vegas, I haven't made it there yet, which we really should.
Yeah, and we haven't made it to a couple of other places.
Yeah, I haven't done it, but because, it's just very difficult to move the show, and sometimes I think when we move the show, it doesn't necessarily buy us anything.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I also asked the manager, I was writing about this back in August when you came on in Madison, and I said, what time it started, and I said, what time does the show get over? And he said, it gets over when Howard wants it to get over.
That's exactly right.
What the heck is that?
What it is that my show is a consistent ratings winner. It is highly rated wherever it goes, and to have me on for as long as I'm willing to sit here is a great asset to these radio stations.
People don't tune out until we stop talking.
Right, and then they tune out.
Well, I admire it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. There he is from Madison, Wisconsin. Wish I had everybody's name.
You do have it.
I know his last name was Mo.
Homo?
Howard, you do have it.
What is it?
You do have everybody's name.
I do?
Yeah.
How do you know I do?
Because I had John slip it right to you.
Where is it?
It's right on your console, John says.
All right, thank you. I have it. Yes, I do.
Okay, next up from our Cape Cod affiliate, Kathy Driscoll of the Cape Cod Times.
Cape Cod, Pixie 103, Cape Cod's Rock. Hello, Kathy.
Hi, Howard. How are you?
Nice to speak to you. Is Cape Cod Times a newspaper people pay for?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Good. All right, then I'll be happy to talk to you.
She's got that accent. She's
I want to mention, before I ask you a question, my husband went to BU School of Public Communications.
Yes.
75 to 79. He thinks he was there the same time you were.
What is his name?
Ron Driscoll.
I don't know him.
He doesn't know. He didn't think he knew you.
I'll be honest with you, Kathy. When I was at the School of Communications, very few people paid attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
Women as well as men. I was an outcast.
Oh.
You were very little paid attention to most places.
Most of my life, my parents never paid attention to me. I had to whine and beg for their attention.
That's not true.
Well, my mother paid.
Your father lavished attention on
Yeah, my father didn't pay attention. My schoolmates never paid attention to me in high school. When they did, they beat me up. And then in college, I was almost a fly on the wall.
So nobody would have known you until you got out.
That is correct.
Okay. My question to you is, after you came into the market here, I had done a story about the other adult, sort of the ones that aim for the adult audience here on the Cape. There's 3 other stations. And I had asked them, I didn't have a chance to ask you. I'm wondering if you have any place that you draw the line on what you talk about.
Kathy, isn't it funny how you say I aim for the adult audience, and yet the religious kooks say that I appeal to children?
They say you appeal to children?
Yes, that's why they're such wackos. I think Jesus makes your brain mushy.
Okay.
Kathy, let me just say that...
Where's the line, Howard?
There is no line, Kathy. As far as I'm concerned, the line is drawn way too tight. I try to step over the line. I've been fined over $1 million for stepping over that line. No one even knows what the line is anymore. I am sick and tired of safe broadcasting. That's why even when I go on television or anything else, I will do what I damn well please, and I will not be told what to do by anybody.
1.7 is almost $2 million, Howard.
Yeah, it's almost $2 million. And Kathy, really, why should there be a line?
I didn't say there should be a line. I wondered if you drew one in your own head in any way.
Oh, no. Yes, he refuses to speak about...
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And obviously...
You sound very attractive, are you?
I think so.
Really? How old are you?
39.
Wow. Oh.
What can I say?
You're a white woman?
Yes.
Maybe it's history that you're good looking. Are you still pretty well held together?
I'm no comment.
All right.
Not talking about that.
That's fair.
As far as your TV show, obviously you're not drawing any lines. there either.
No, I'm not. And in fact, I would rather stations all cancel it than have them draw lines for me. They all call every day. Yesterday, they were on the phone to my agent. Every one of the CBS stations called together. The general managers finally got the balls to call my agent. They all teamed up because they were cowards to do it by themselves. We have suggestions. I said, take your suggestions and shove it. Who cares? Suddenly everyone's an expert.
You always need someone to fight with.
Now, you said on your radio show that you don't care. You want them to cancel it.
I want them to cancel it. I don't need it. I don't need any of this.
Who needs these headaches at this age?
But at the same time, you want to wait for the audience to build.
I don't care. They can do whatever they want. I will provide a show every week until there are no stations left.
People asked for a show. The show is provided. Either play the show or leave us alone.
Yeah, don't tell me this is shaving a woman is bad. Shaving a woman's fine. That's what God put us on this earth for.
People bother us and then they complain.
Yeah. What did they think I was, Mother Teresa?
No, I'm sure they didn't think that.
One guy calls up, he goes, you misrepresented what the show's going to be. I said, I never did. I am what I am. Everyone knows what I am. I'm a nut.
A nut with a microphone.
That's all. I am what I am. This week's show is one of the best television shows you will ever see. I have never seen a show like this on TV, where women are evaluated by men and break down and cry and then have penises.
Goes to show you those guys have no ability to evaluate.
Right. You have never seen a show like this.
It's a perfect show.
And let them take it off the air.
Why do you think it's a bigger deal if it's on CBS than if it's on E?
I don't know. When it was on E, everybody thought it was the greatest show ever.
I hate it.
And now all the critics want to bash me for it. Let me tell you something. I don't care. I have gotten this about my... You know what? Larry King, we did an interview with him, and he goes, Howard, get that show off Saturday night. That's what he used to say about my radio show. You think I'd listen to any of these idiots? They wish they had my talent.
What is your talent going to do next, whether or not this network show works?
I'm doing it. It'll work. They leave it on, it'll work. It's already working. Do you know that every station has reported to me that I've at least tripled or quadrupled their ratings of what they had previously on Saturday nights?
But once he leaves here, he's going into politics.
I might. I'm going to run for dog catcher in Cape Cod.
We have a few dogs you could come and get.
Why are there so many gay people in Cape Cod?
The gays love beautiful areas.
Do they?
Yes. They love to vacation.
Kathy, are you gay?
No.
You married?
I had a husband.
You're married?
Yes.
Is he gay?
No.
Not that she knows of.
Not yet. Do you have a daughter?
Not as interesting here.
Do you have a daughter?
I do. I have two.
Would they like to be nude on our show? What's wrong with that?
They're too young, but would your daughters like to be nude on another person's show? Would you let them do that?
Never.
Why not?
Because who wants them nude on a show? Why would I want that? That's a silly question.
Well,
now, what about
as a father, he would never allow.
As a father, I won't allow that. Now, what about your two girls? How old are they now?
8 and 5.
Perfect. No.
All right, send them down.
No deal.
I see.
Thank you for your time, Howard.
Kathy, thank you, and good luck to you in the Cape Cod Times.
Thank you. Good luck to
Kathy
you.
Driscoll, everyone. Thank you so much, honey.
Howard, next up from our Madison affiliate, Chris Tennant from the Badger Herald.
The Badger Herald. Sounds like a problem.
What was that honey comment? So condescending.
Hello.
Yes, Chris, how are you?
How are you, Howard?
Pleasure to speak to somebody normal.
Yes,
How are you,
we're the independent student newspaper at the University of Wisconsin. We're the largest in the country, though.
Oh, my God.
Come on.
Student newspaper.
I told you it was going to be a lot of...
We're 18,000 daily.
Tonight on E! Courtney Love Part 2. This Saturday on our show, girls being evaluated. It turns out one of them's a man. Very embarrassing.
So much for what you know.
Now, with this college newspaper, is it printed by hand or a printing press?
No, it's printed. It's a printing press.
All right, go ahead.
Let's see. There's a lot of intelligent people out there who, while they enjoy listening to your program, might deny it to other people.
That's true.
How do you feel about closet Stern fans?
I feel they're cowards. I feel that anybody who listens to this show must support it in two ways.
Own up.
One, admit that they listen to it to the ratings. And number two,
support our sponsors.
Support our sponsors. That's right. That's absolutely a must, because to have this kind of radio and television going on is very outrageous, and the listeners must support it. They must watch it, they must listen to it, and they must support our advertising, because it will go away. That's a must.
Okay. You said in the past that you're fulfilling a social service Do you really think that you're doing that, or is it just humor at other people's expense?
I was misquoted.
You said that?
I said it. I didn't mean it. I am providing you social service.
I never heard
I mean,
that.
you've talked about how you're...
Of course I am. I make people laugh.
Conscious of other people.
Well, if I've already talked about it, why would you ask me about it again?
You know
I
the
was asking you if you really believed it.
Of course I believe everything I say. Of course I do. When you're driving to work, sir, and you don't work. That's right. I forgot. When you're driving to what is a woman?
It's a kid.
Oh, listen, kid. when your parents are driving you to school.
Right. When I'm driving, yeah.
All right. When those two lowlives you call parents are driving you to school, let me tell you something. They are stuck in traffic. People are miserable. It's a miserable time of day, and they can laugh and have a good time. I've spoken to people going through chemotherapy who sit and listen to the show, and they go, you know what? It gave me a laugh.
What did that guy with lupus say? That this is one of the few things that brightens his day.
I didn't hear him say that. His face was so buried in whipped cream and ass that I have no idea.
I could have made it out.
Right.
You have a fascination with lesbians and retarded people. What would you do with a pair of mentally retarded lesbians?
I would be in heaven.
Has anybody ever seen a mentally retarded...
Can we move this along? Why am I talking to college students?
Yeah, I can get you a real TV person.
All right, please. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
This is outrageous.
I really want to examine that. Is there a mentally retarded lesbian?
I'm sure there are. Marty?
Howard?
Yes.
Okay, also from our Madison affiliate, David Gray from TVW.
David Gray from TVW.
Howard Stern?
Hi.
Hi, I could not kiss your butt enough, my friend.
Thank you.
We have ratings. We have people watching us for the very first time because of you.
Thank you. You know...
And I'm not going to go off on this lesbian retarded thing. I don't care what you do as long as people watch.
Well, let me tell you something. As long as...
this guy?
He's from TVW. TVW is one of those stations. You're from Madison, right?
Yes. I am.
And in a lot of the smaller markets, we have stations that literally don't pull a .2 rating all day. When they put our show on, they get 4s and 5s. That's
unheard of rating.
That's what we're talking about here.
It's insanity. And why, by the way, you'd pick some freaking student newspaper before me? I'm okay with that now.
Believe me, I didn't choose that.
Is the Baba Booey, does he get paid less now? Do you cut him for that? Because that's not good.
It's not good at all. What can I do for you, though?
What you can do for me is tell me, what will you do to make the people get off your back, to make people understand that what you're doing is indeed the future of television. When I see you and when I see your show every single week, I'm able to watch it a lot easier than I'm able to watch Saturday Night Live.
Of course.
Meadows, as a big star, now that he's been there, how long, like 15 years?
When is the last time Saturday Night Live was threatened with cancellations of television stations because of content? They are so not a cutting edge. I don't even want to hear about it. I don't care what it means. I will always be on the cutting edge.
They might as well be on at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, there's nothing dangerous going on there. There's nothing sexual. There's nothing outrageous politically. There's nothing going on. Listen, I will keep fighting the good fight, and I'll tell you when people will finally get off my back. When I'm dead for 50 years and they're making movie after movie about me and how outrageous my life was, that's when people will be off my back. It's the same thing when I was fired from NBC. Before I was fired from NBC, every day the newspapers here in New York used to write articles about how horrible I was on the radio, how bad I was for the radio. The day I was fired, they were like, missing Howard Stern. How we loved Howard Stern. That's when they'll miss me. When I'm gone.
Well, you know, people say you're sexist, you're misogynistic. The thing is, these people are listening, they are watching, they are tuning in.
Of course.
In Madison, Wisconsin, we're supposed to be this liberal community. I did a television show here, just concerned particularly with the fact that you were coming here, expecting to get call after call with people saying, oh, no, bad Howard Stern. Oh, no, I can't stand it. What we got was people saying, I love the man, he's a good man.
There's a very brave general manager down there.
Her name is Jill Summers and David Sanks.
Right.
Good people.
These people are brave. They're out there fighting the good fight. We have a fabulous owner there.
Well, I have to applaud the people of Madison.
That's right.
For being so enlightened.
We didn't have one call.
Who is the owner? Do you know who the owner of the station is?
Negative call.
Do you know who the owner of the station is?
Yes, I do.
Who is it?
It's a woman, and I should really know her name, and I don't know it.
Well,
and I'm in deep crap.
You should take your television station and put a picture of her up on the wall there on all the shows so people can see. During the news, they should lead off the story with, here's a brave woman. She's the Lewis and Clark of television.
she's aware that what you're doing is indeed the future of television. I'm going to say that.
Let me tell you something.
Cut me off if you want to, but I would stay here.
Is she hot?
All day because I got people watching my show on a different day and a different time slot simply because you're on my network.
Right. Exactly the point.
As soon as people wake up and see that, I believe you were talking earlier.
I'm happy
about a radio station in Toronto that they were rated #1 now.
Yeah.
Because why? Because you're there.
I'm happy to be doing it for you. I will fight the good fight. My energies run low some days. Yesterday it was a very depressing day for me. Yesterday I was very depressed.
But today he has the energy to go on.
Between my personal problems and my emotional problems and my multiple I had personal problems yesterday. My psychiatrists were all out of town. Everyone was gone, and it was a tough day.
Personal problem.
I'm up and down more than Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. But I'll tell you something. I will keep fighting the good fight. Until I can do it no longer.
Keep watching the good fight.
Thank you very much.
When your psychiatrist is out of town, that's a personal problem?
No, I had personal problems yesterday. No one was available to help me.
The psychiatrist couldn't help you.
That's right.
Oh, my.
No, I was beyond help.
Okay, Howard?
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yes.
From our Cape Cod affiliate, Chris Price, representing the Barnstable Patriot.
Howard, how you doing?
What is the Barnstable Patriot?
It's a small weekly newspaper here in Hyannis. We're right down the road from the Kennedys.
Does it cost money?
Yes, it does.
Good. All right, go ahead.
It does.
Right.
I can't believe you had the Cape Cod Times on. You know, Kathy Driscoll was going on and on about how they're so great and that they're doing so well.
Right.
They just laid off 17 people.
Is that right? I wish I had known that ahead of time.
They actually, it's an interesting story. They used to be referred to as the Cape Cod Standard Times.
Right.
And people around here called them the Cape Cod Substandard Times.
I see. So they changed the name.
Yeah, they changed the name.
All right,
wanted to know if you had a specific message for the Kennedys. Like I said, they're right down the road here.
A specific message?
To say to Ted or the rest of the family.
No, I don't have a specific message. If something comes up, I certainly would say it. The only thing I will say to the Kennedys is I always have said to the Kennedys, and if you'd like me to address them right now, I will. I'll say the one thing that I always say, which is cheers.
I know Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf is from Fall River,
right.
Which is very near Cape Cod. Can we expect any appearances from your staff or the rest of the whack back down
I'm
here?
sure that will be happening, and Hank the Dwarf will be up here for the Halloween show.
He is available.
Yeah, and he will be modeling different outfits for Halloween.
Why did it take you so long to get into the Cape Cod market?
Because don't forget that we have to wait for a station to get so desperate that they need to take us.
We don't solicit, do we? We wait to be called.
We never call stations. We never say, hey, Cape Cod, put us on. It's up to them to call my agent, Don Buchwald, and that's how we do it.
I tell you, you've been welcomed with open arms down here, Howard.
Thank you very much.
It's gone very, very well. Can we expect a funeral down here?
I believe so, if I knew who the competition was.
Do you have anything to say to your competition down here?
Who are you?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Anyway, thank you for your call.
Thank you, Howard.
All right, Chris. That's Chris Price.
Anybody else?
Let's
Howard, we're going to round out our press conference. We're finishing up. Representing the Madison market, Elise Bernicow from the University of Wisconsin.
Wasn't she one of our interns?
I don't know if she interned for us. She did intern here at K-Rock.
Hi, Elise.
Hi, how are you?
Don't you think we should have this conversation off the air?
Are you calling in? Is there a problem now?
No, I was actually wondering, you mentioned before that you used to go to cities when you were #1.
Yes.
So I was wondering what it would take for you to come to Madison.
Probably dynamite under my ass.
It's such a great town, though.
I'm sure it is. It's just, it's very hard.
Plane travel, very difficult.
Yeah, very difficult with the planes and everything. But we will give them a 21-breast salute if we go to #1, which will be right here in the studio.
Uh-huh.
We're planning that.
Oh, okay.
I believe we will be #1 in Madison very, very shortly.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, nice to talk to you, Elise Bernicow.
Anything else, Elise?
Well, I was wondering also why you think it took so long for you to be on the air here. And cause it's
Well, I answered that with the other guy. I told you. We wait to be... we don't solicit.
Okay.
Does that help you at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Where are you going to write this, in a report?
Yes, this is for a school newspaper. Can you imagine? This is so silly. What are you wearing right now?
Me?
Yeah.
A T-shirt.
That's it?
Uh-huh.
Where, are you in your room?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Who did you intern for?
I interned for Jody and John in the promotions department.
Are you hot?
Of course I am.
Sure, I looked you over in the halls.
Uh-huh.
And you're just wearing a T-shirt and what, panties now?
Yeah.
No bra?
No, I just woke up.
Young college girl sitting there in her panties and bra? No bra?
Just stop it, Howard. Stop fantasizing about this child.
Have you had sexual relations?
I'm not going to comment.
No comment?
That means the door's open.
In your opinion, which was a bigger waste of time, interning here or this press conference?
I'm not sure. Neither.
Okay.
Neither.
All right, Elise, thank you.
Thank you.
That's Elise from the University of Wisconsin.
And Howard, that ends our press conference.
Thank you.
Well, that was uneventful.
Really?
Yeah, usually we get into fights.
Hi, Harriet.
Hi. Is this Howard?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. Listen, first of all, stick with that psychotherapy. I've been in 13 years of it, and it really pays off. It's fantastic.
13 years?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No,
See, if in 13 years I'm cured, I'll be 117 years old.
Yeah. And life won't even be worth living now that you're
the fact of the matter is the process works, and every year you do it, every week you do it.
Are you
better.
still in it?
Oh, absolutely.
I think psychotherapy works.
Where are you trying to get?
I think it works better for chicks than it does for guys.
Well, what is she trying to get?
Therapy.
Howard, I'm sorry.
All right.
Anyway, what I got to tell you, it's actually, it's not a gender kind of thing at all.
All right, listen, I got to go.
I just want to know where she's trying to get after 13 years.
She's trying to get out of the institution.
No, I'm writing a novel. That's what I'm trying to do.
All right.
Which I never could do before.
All right. Anyway, thank you, Harriet.
Okay, go on.
Right. Jesus Christ. Joe wackos.
You think it's going to take you 13 years?
No, please. I'm a mess for life.
Oh, you think there's no cure?
Of course.
Then what are you doing?
Trying everything. What else I got to do? I'm messed up.
Oh,
Guy even tells me he never saw a case like this.
You've stumped him.
See, when you look over and your therapist is crying, you get smoke coming out of his ears.
Oh, just wants to get out of the room.
Right.
Would you please leave? You're
Right.
really upsetting me.
I like the psychotherapy. It gets me out of the house.
Now you got somebody to visit.
Yeah. All right, anyway, there's our press conference, Robin. I got to take a break. When we come back, we can do the news with Gilbert.
Oh, Gilbert's here?
Well, I don't know. He's supposed to be. Dracula Godfrey.
He is.
Oh, good. Okay. And we'll be back right after these words.
Holiday gift giving can be a drag. Stores are jam-packed this time of year, so the best solution is to do your shopping over the phone. Order a Hank the Angry Dwarf Bear. This cute bear is great for all your gift-giving needs. Just pull his string. This cute bear has a personal message for all occasions.
Happy Valentine's Day. Just what you need. Another excuse to spread your legs, you rancid whore.
Just pull the string and let Hank greet your loved ones.
Today's your bar mitzvah. You're finally a full-fledged, shifty-eyed, money-lended shyster Jew Mazatov.
How about Get Well, Hank? His sarcastic comments are bound to cheer up the infirm.
Congratulations. You finally got AIDS.
And condolence, Hank.
Your grandfather is with the angels. Now it's their job to clean up his feces and apply ointment onto his rotten limbs.
So do your shopping by phone and let Hank do the talking.
Hank Bear's available now in limited quantity.
Yo.
Hank Vomit sold separately.
Sir, we're at the Beverly Hills Police Department. Are you Mr. Sidney Bernstein?
Yes, lucky guess.
Well, sir, you have 25 unpaid parking tickets. We have a warrant for your arrest.
25? What 25?
You
What?
have 25 unpaid parking tickets, sir?
I pay my tickets. I pay all my tickets.
Sir, do you own a black Mercedes-Benz license plate number CRL 507?
507. That's my wife's car. That's not my car. That's
You
my
have 25 unpaid parking tickets.
It's under my name, but it's my wife's car. No. Bitch!
The tickets have not been paid. That means you're liable. Can you cuff Mr. Bernstein, please?
Cuff me! There are people out there with chainsaws. You're cuffing me.
Well, sir, you have 25 unpaid parking tickets, and it's your car, so we have to take you in.
Wait a second. I've got an idea. Is there something that I have in this office that I could hand to you and that would make you kind of forget that you're holding those little pink tickets there?
What are you trying to say, sir?
Like you'd be holding something in that hand, and this hand you'd forget about. This hand you'd be concentrating on. That hand you'd go, what did I have there? I don't even remember.
Oh, you mean like if I had, $200 in this hand?
Ouch! Let go of my arm! $200! Ouch! Please, I'm robbing you. That's what I'm doing. Here's one, here's two. They're real crisp.
Wow, what acting. Even Gilbert says that's the worst scene in movie history. Now, was he a parrot in that?
No.
Robin?
That was his greatest role, and I don't think he was a parrot there, though.
His greatest role was when he was a parrot. Wow. Here is Gilbert Gottfried. I like when you're a parrot.
He does very well as animals.
Yeah. I don't like when he's Gilbert. I like when he's a parrot.
People like him when he's an animal.
There are subtle differences.
Sit down. There are subtle differences between that and the parrot?
Oh, yes.
Liar.
Yeah, it's very...
Yeah, the difference is you can't see Gilbert.
Gilbert, get close to that microphone, please.
Yeah, okay.
I told you not to be stupid.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Hey, I understand. Hey, look who's here. Gilbert Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Gilbert Seinfeld, I understand that you just broke up a marriage.
Well, I thought that the marriage, to me, was a sacred institution. And you know how nice institutions are.
Don't you believe that, were you shocked, by the way, when you read that, and now I'm talking to Gilbert.
Yes. You got to tell him.
Because you always make fun of other comics.
Yes.
Don't you think it was funny that Jerry Seinfeld, who can certainly get any woman he wants, being famous and wealthy, that he always has to, it's not enough to go after a regular woman. He has to go after either a 16-year-old or a woman who's married. Why? Is it that it makes it more exciting?
Well, I like to go after 8-year-old girls who are married.
I must take one phone call before we begin the news, and I'm sure Gilbert's plugging something. That's the only reason he'd be here. David, you're on the air. David. Hello. Or is it David? David is no longer there. I'm sorry about that.
Yes.
I can't believe it. Since you've been here, Gilbert, what have you gotten for free?
Oh, okay. No, actually, nothing just yet.
It's so funny for me to look at Gilbert because when remember when he was in the hospital when he was dying?
Yeah.
And then he had that, he had his appendix removed and they couldn't even close the wound because he wasn't healing.
I know, he was laying there with that big pack on his belly.
Yeah, and he had to wear special loose pants when he got out. Now I've seen him in jeans and a shirt. I'm like, wow, I guess his belly healed.
Now he can wear regular clothes.
So I'm looking at him going, good thing, because on our old show you couldn't see all that.
Yes.
On this show you could see everything.
Yeah, we removed that desk that hid Gilbert.
Now you can see what a piece of ass I really am.
What are you doing these days? Are you dating anyone?
Oh, yes.
Oh, really? Are you?
Yeah, I'm just getting laid like crazy.
I bet you are. He does get laid. Because every time we open up the phones, we hear from girls who have had sex with him.
Well, let's do it today. I want to hear from him.
And you know what? Benji tried to pre-interview Gilbert.
Yeah.
So, he'd say to Gilbert, hey, Gilbert, when you were in high school, who were your heroes? And he goes, I prefer not to speak about anything that happened to me before I was 20 years old. Yeah.
Oh, you want to know my first kiss?
Yeah.
He hasn't had it yet. Yeah, exactly.
That must have been some upbringing.
Yes.
I think he's very scarred.
Well, we went to the hospital. We saw his mom and his mother sitting there with him, and it looked like they were all strangers. Nobody.
Really, I thought the wrong family had walked into Gilbert's room and they were too embarrassed to tell him.
Because Gilbert's like this to me. He goes, could you buy me some pajamas that have elastic so my belly wound won't hurt? And I go, your mom was just here. Why don't you ask her?
He had a mom, a sister. You can't call them?
Oh, is that my mother? He tries to pretend it's not his mother. Yes. He didn't even introduce us.
No. And every once in a while, his mother might move or something. He said, Mom, don't move.
Don't move.
Yeah, don't move.
You are strange, man. You know what? If you ever did a TV special with your mother and your sister, it would be the greatest television special ever. Everyone would tune in, and you would be a multi-billionaire.
Gilbert Gottfried, This Is Your Life.
It would be I would do Gilbert Gottfried, This Is Your Life. I would like to host it. Yes. And it would be the totally serious Gilbert.
Do that for the CBS show.
Oh, it would blow away that Art Crumb special. It would be unbelievable. But you would never do that, right? You do not want to reveal anything about your personal life.
Yeah, no.
Right.
No.
It's too painful.
Yeah. When I was in the hospital, that's when I was through my old Groucho period.
Right. He was he was so...
He was giving up show business.
I swear Gilbert turned to me and goes, I'm going to give up show business. What is the point?
I'm going to help starving children.
Yeah, and he was like, I don't know the point anymore. Even if I do get better, what am I really doing with my life? I went,
Actually, when I was there, I sounded like the senile Groucho.
Yeah, you did.
You know, when I worked with Harpo, and we were doing, I think it was a day at the circus. And Harpo would play the harp. That's why we would call him Harpo.
I used to watch those shows when Groucho was a real... Because I loved the Marx Brothers.
With the beret.
And they'd say, like, tonight on Dick Cavett...
Oh, those
Groucho Marx.
Yes.
And you get all excited because Groucho was going to come out, and you expect that really funny guy to come out.
Or the guy from You Bet Your Life, anything.
Then this old guy in a beret, way too skinny, would walk out, and he could barely walk. And he still had, like, he sort of looked a little like Groucho.
He could give you that look.
Yeah, and he sounded a little like Groucho.
Teeny mustache.
Yeah, and, like, Dick Cavett was ready to catch him in case he fell. And everyone's kissing his ass. And then Groucho would feel real good and go into long, boring stories. And he'd be, like, almost senile.
So we worked in Kansas. And this was... I was staying in a room with Chico.
And
Zeppo would later show up.
Cavett knew nothing about interrupting.
Wore a hat. And hats were what you wore back then when your head was cold.
And Cavett would be like, Cavett would let him go way too long because Cavett doesn't interrupt anyway.
Yeah.
You know, he's like an intellectual.
He just lets him go on.
And he loves to fawn over Groucho because he wants to have a personal relationship with Groucho. And it's a big coup to get Groucho to come out of his stupid retirement home, you know, and do a television show. So Cavett would devote the whole hour to him.
And you'd have an hour of that?
Yeah, it'd be insufferable.
And then they used to, on other shows, they would, like, have, like, obviously prepared questions that he could do a funny answer to.
Like, what do you mean?
You know, like they would go, Groucho, do you ever go fishing?
Well, that sounds awfully fishy to me.
He's quicker than ever.
Right. It would take him an hour to get that sentence out.
So, Groucho, do you ever like eating walnuts?
No, they drive me nuts.
Oh, boy, he just thought of that on his own.
Wow.
What a retort.
You know, Groucho, you're just as sharp as ever, really.
Why am I sharp? I'm not an attack.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, he just thought of that.
You got a mind like a rocket ship.
And then the host would have to...
It's pretty spacey.
Yeah, thank you.
And then the host would have to laugh way too hard.
Oh,
at something
right,
that wasn't funny.
They'd be feeling, nuts.
Yeah, slapping their knees and everything.
Yeah, that's Groucho.
You're killing me.
You're nuts. And then Groucho would always get up to go to the piano to sing one of his songs.
I once knew a woman who couldn't spell cat. Her face was as ugly as cinch. In winter she always wore last summer's hat, and a size 11 shoe was a pinch.
And then when he started to lose his voice, that's when it got deeper.
Right.
You know.
But how that woman could cook.
A lot of those old vaudeville guys, like George Burns would love to sing on shows.
George Burns would always make
I'd love to call you Rose Deer.
Yeah.
I'd love to call you Rose Deer for Rose Fade Way. Rose time, wintertime pears. I'd love to call you Daisy, but Daisy always tell what sweetest like to whisper in your ear.
And then the person in the back would come out, and then they would wave flowers.
And as a kid, I would always wonder, how do these guys get famous? They're the least funny people on the planet. And there's nothing, and they don't even have the ability to know that they're boring.
People would pump them up.
I know.
See, we would go out, and there would be a magic act, and then I would sing the song.
Right.
I once knew a woman who couldn't spell cat.
Gracie was the funny one.
Gracie was always funny.
Yeah, obviously. Unbelievable.
Funny part of the act died.
Yeah, I used to watch, because all I ever did as a kid, my sport was watching television and getting high.
Shows.
Oh, yeah, so, that was it. I didn't go out and have friends.
My brother was a lazy kid. 10 days old. Where's all the work he did? Word a song entirely wrong.
But what used to crack me up about George Burns was they'd say, sing a song for us, George. And George would go, no, I can't sing anymore.
Yeah.
And then he'd have to beg, and the audience would have to applaud, and then he'd do that.
Then he'd shuffle over to the piano. And it was obviously all set up because the piano player was there.
Right.
And then there was that scandal because Groucho was saying bad things about George Burns.
Was he really? I don't remember that one.
He did Radio City.
Right.
He was going,
I've got a lot more people in Radio City than George Burns. Burns couldn't get anyone in there. And I was able.
And Burns was mad at that.
These old feuds.
I missed that one. That's the one thing I missed. Oh, man. And then those were the top guys. Then you had old guys like George Jessel, who were complete boobs. And, like, you didn't even know why they were famous.
You didn't know what George
Jessel. It was wonderful when I worked with Tallulah Bankhead.
Right. You didn't say, where did you work with Tallulah Bankhead?
I worked with Tallulah Bankhead. This was many years ago. You know, Merv, Tallulah is still a beautiful woman today, even though she's been dead for...
Meanwhile, George Jessel was working funerals in Brooklyn. He wasn't with Tallulah Bankhead.
That's what he was famous for.
I know,
I always used to ask, why is this guy on the talk shows? I've never seen him anywhere.
He waited on Tallulah's table. Be on any shows.
And then they used to have Gypsy Rose Lee on Merv Griffin.
She would, and you were waiting. Like, I was a kid, and I go, oh, my God, the real Gypsy Rose Lee, the real stripper.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting ready to, like, pull my pants down, and I want to be alone when she comes on because they promo it all day. And then all of a sudden, this 900-year-old bag would walk out talking about stripping.
She looked like a caricature of Lucy.
I'd rather see my mom strip.
She'd have, like, these big brown teeth.
Yeah.
She was one of those people who drew outside the lines of her lips.
Oh, yes.
She was...
She would draw a mouth on.
She's what strippers really become. A lot of women got turned off to stripping after that.
And then she was one of those that thought it was like an art form.
Right, yeah.
She'd gone, well, you know, in my day, we didn't strip. It wasn't an idea of sexual turn-ons. What we did was an art form. It was a dance art form.
Yeah, like stripping was different back then.
And I understand it used to take her an hour to take off a glove.
Her breast dragged on the floor.
The kings and the intelligentsia would watch strippers back then. We were not strippers. We were erotic dancers.
Yeah, she would. I remember she'd go on Merv and go, you know, Merv, back then I could spend an hour taking off one glove and that would turn the men on. Yeah, right. That's how you do it. It's suggestion rather than showing it off.
And then they would also have Moms Mabley.
Yeah, she was always on. She was a real mess.
Yeah. You know, Merv, I have a joke about my husband died.
She's another one that takes an hour to get out the joke. And it's never funny, but you got to laugh way too hard because she's an old black woman.
She's an old black woman with no teeth.
Right.
So you had to laugh.
You know, so my husband.
Come on, that was funny.
He said he wanted to be buried. And he would come out and kill me. So I buried him upside down.
And that was it. You know, you didn't want to show you were racist by not laughing.
Right, and you don't even know what she's talking about.
Yeah. I laughed at Mom's man.
And she was so old that she'd sit down on the couch and you'd
Merv, and offer tweeter.
I remember one Mom's Mabley joke.
Offer tweeter. Offer. I would like to do a song today, Merv. Sonny, there's the day. Sonny, there's the day.
And then she used to do a little dance.
Yeah, dance. She had big shoes and big feet.
That was the thing with both George Burns and Moms Mabley.
They had to do a little dance.
And just if they could stand up, that was enough as a dance.
People would applaud.
Yes.
I go, that ain't dancing, that's standing.
Yes.
What is that?
That's like shuffling before a stroke.
Yeah.
But I thought she was funny.
Well.
No.
James Cagney started to sound like Groucho Marx after his stroke.
What did he sound like? I don't remember.
Let me see if I can... He did that TV movie.
With Matthew Broderick?
Oh, no, yes. He played a fighter.
Yeah.
Was Matthew Broderick? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, James Cagney. When everyone gets old, they get so slow. And they
He sounded like Groucho, but it was more like,
I'm a tough guy.
I remember him coming out. It was like a big deal that James Cagney was finally going to do a television interview.
And he looked horrible.
Yeah, he looked horrible. He was all fat, and his chins were hanging over his shirt.
You couldn't make out a word he was saying.
It was really funny because he stayed out of the limelight for years. He had a stroke. He started working.
Yes. Same with Groucho.
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
All of a sudden he was doing movies.
Isn't there anybody who can keep these guys off television? Jimmy Stewart used to go on Carson all the time, and I never understood why Carson liked him. Yeah, with the poems. And the poems went on way too long.
I had a dog, Bo, and Bo ran in the house. He chased a mouse.
And then it was like, oh, that's wonderful.
And Carson used to be into it. My favorite guest is Jimmy Stewart. When he does those poems, when he does those poems,
you forget that he's senile.
You really
You forget that he should have been dead about 50 years ago.
You know who that's happening to now? Barney Fife.
Oh yeah, we interviewed. We had a tape of Don Knotts. I wish I had those tapes right now. You didn't hear that, did you?
No.
Oh, he's like, you know. I can't even do it. It's just so good. It's just so good. Those shows are like what we do.
You know, the times pass me by.
Times pass by. Haven't spoken to Aunt Bee in a while. Doesn't even sound like Barney Fife anymore. He's 2 days away from poetry. He had a show.
You done? You have any poems for us?
Jimmy Stewart's with us tonight, and Jimmy, you agreed to give us one of your poems. Is that right?
I drink some water because I oughter. I have a daughter. Oh, that's fantastic.
Very good.
That is one.
Isn't that great, Ed?
And it's so touching. Very touching.
Johnny was such a load. Did you hate Johnny? I hated Johnny.
Yeah.
And did you think it was odd how, like, he had, like, just with comedians, because he used to be a comedian, only some of those guys could sit down on the couch.
What the most horrible thing is at comedy clubs, it always, whenever there was a comic they knew on, everyone sat around the TV.
Right.
When they were on doing the Tonight Show, and they go, oh, you know, Johnny scratched his head.
Yeah.
You know what that
means?
Yeah.
You let him sit on the couch, and Johnny is such a prick.
Yeah.
That he wouldn't let, you know, with the comedians, if they do exceptionally well, I'll ask them to sit down on the couch. That's how you know they've done well.
Well, and the other thing, the other move was if they didn't do well enough to get on the couch, you have to go back to Johnny for his reaction. And he said, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and there were like certain levels. There was good stuff, very clever.
Hey, Johnny rubbed his nose. Look it up. What does it mean?
Oh, yes.
Look it up in the book. But every bimbo who never did a thing in the world with big breasts was able to sit down next to Johnny and suck up to him. It was just unbelievable. I remember because David Brenner came on my show one time, and Johnny had let him sit next to him, and, you know, it was his first time. That immediately changed David Brenner's career. Yeah. And he's like, you know,
that was the moment. That was the moment in my life. You see, Carson was magical that way. You could just do a joke on Carson, and in the first minute, you know that the first time I did the Tonight Show, I had the head of Universal Studios run up to me and say, I'm going to make you a star. And that's I had not even finished my act yet. He had run up to me.
Right.
The same thing with my dear friend, Freddie Prinze.
Right.
God, I miss him.
You miss Freddie Prinze.
It was such a tragedy.
Same thing happened to you and Freddie Prinze.
Yeah, the same thing.
The same guy, head of Universal, called immediately.
I think with him it was the head of Paramount. And they had just introduced him. But he was magical. He was really a magical kid.
Magical performer, Freddie Prinze.
He was magical.
But I heard you never met Freddie.
No, no, but what I've read about him, he was magical.
But it changed your career when Johnny let you sit down.
Yes, and now, you know, after all these years, now I just turned 32.
Right. So you're feeling your age.
Yeah, I'm feeling my age. I just turned 32, and I feel older now.
You're more mature. And you see Johnny a lot even to this day?
To this day.
You wake up to see Johnny Malibu?
I wake up in the middle of the night and see him.
In your dream.
He just yawns up and goes, I never liked you.
And I understand you called Johnny before you did your talk show. You got your own talk show, didn't you, for a couple of weeks?
I called him. He told me to go after myself.
He did.
And then he hung up the phone.
He told you to pursue your dream.
Yeah, he told, that's it. I'm sorry. He told me to pursue my dream.
Right, okay. Well, Gilbert Gottfried is with us. And we have to do the news. We have a time constraint today. Whenever you're here, we have a time constraint.
I got to limit you.
Right. Oh, God, I'd love to talk to you about... I mean, even like Johnny Carson's feud with Joan Rivers, that was the funniest.
Yeah.
Like, Johnny's such a dick. Like, no one else is allowed to do a talk show.
Still,
Johnny.
he's not speaking to her.
Yeah, not speaking to her.
20 years.
You know, what I resented was we had given her a contract, and Joan misused me.
How's that, Johnny? You wacko.
We gave her a venue.
We gave her the venue.
Remember, everyone hated Joan Rivers because she started performing, and they felt she performed like it. She didn't give it enough time after her husband died.
Yeah.
That was the big scandal.
Let me say something.
Yeah.
I'm a married man. I love my wife, but if she died, I'd be dating tomorrow.
Joan wasn't even living with that guy.
Right. Joan was like divorced from him.
Yes.
And for crying out loud.
And she started performing too soon.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't perform.
Yeah.
That's the most sensible thing to do. I'd be doing shtick at the wake.
Oh.
All right, let me take a break. Gilbert,
Yes, let's not get into Joan's movie about it where she rolled all over Edgar's clothes.
Oh,
that was great.
What a fantastic film.
Why don't we get a copy of that and just talk over it?
Great.
Oh.
Why don't we get that Joan Rivers film and talk over it and stuff one day on the show?
Yeah, her and her daughter as themselves.
Yeah, right. That was the best.
Oh, and how they couldn't get into the synagogue at one point.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Jews wouldn't let her in because she didn't have a ticket.
She couldn't get into the prestigious synagogue.
They needed a parrot in that thing.
Yeah, the parrot should have been Joan's sidekick.
Listen to this. Gilbert Gottfried, maybe one of the funniest comics I could think of on the planet, will be at Caroline's Comedy Club tomorrow and Saturday.
Rarely performs now.
Rarely will he perform. Rarely, unless he needs money.
I'm giving up all my old material.
Is that right, Jerry?
Yeah, I've decided to quit my old material and devote my life to having sex with 2-year-old girls.
Jerry doesn't think it's funny. Jerry doesn't think it's funny. Robin sees him every day, and Jerry turns his head and won't look at Robin. It's
I'm
the
not
funniest
talking
thing.
to her.
Yeah, because we made fun of the fact that he was dating a 16-year-old.
I do not like that colored woman or the man she works for. I am against it.
But what did you think as a comic? You would think that was funny?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, he would have been making jokes if it was anybody else.
Oh, yes.
If you need to order Gilbert tickets at Caroline's, you got to call fast. 212-757-4100, because there's only like thousands left.
Oh.
212-757-4100. We'll be back with the news right after this.
Howard Stern.
Sonny, yesterday my wife was here with rain. Sonny, you smiled at me. You really eased the pain. The dark days are gone. Bright days are here. My Sonny, one time so good. Sonny, one so good. I love you.
The Howard Stern Show.
Hey, let me just tell you about Daytech Online. I'm having too good a time with Gilbert. The stock market has been climbing for the last few business days. Finally, some relief, Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert's in the stock market, isn't he?
Oh, yes. Yeah. He's afraid to even call the stock market. He won't even call downstairs for an ambulance.
Oh, he's afraid they'll take his money.
I'm dying, but I'm afraid to call the ambulance.
Do I have to tip them?
I don't want it to be on the front page of the Post.
Oh, no, I can't call 911.
That's when I knew you were delusional.
I finally, like about 10 years later, made a little mention in the Post.
Yeah, barely.
Phil Hartman
For a moment, he thought he was Madonna.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't want to call the ambulance because I was afraid I'd end up on the front page of the paper. 3 months later, he calls me, could you mention that I'm in the hospital?
Nobody's noticed.
Nobody seems to notice. Daytech charges only $9.99 per online trade up to 5,000 shares, and they're so quick. If your marketable order is in do you have a computer yet?
No.
This is fantastic. You can order all your stocks stuff right over the computer.
It's unbelievable.
Trade and track your stocks and mutual funds 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you get all the research and news you need to make investment decisions. You think Gilbert would have a computer because he has nothing to do all day.
Yeah. I wrote a book about computers.
Be informed.
He should be on the internet for sure.
www.daytech.com. That's DATEK.com. Daytech Online member NASD SIPC and the Boston Stock Exchange.
This is Dracula Gottfried. And you're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
All right, Dracula Gottfried is with us. Gilbert Gottfried at Caroline's Comedy Club tomorrow and Saturday. If you want to order tickets, act quickly. Call 212-757-4100. Everybody trying to get in there.
Yeah.
So, there's so much to talk to Gilbert about. We got to have him back in.
There's so much in the news.
In the news. I mean, I want to tell you what we talked about during the commercial, but, it's crazy, Rob.
Never get through anything.
We need 17 hours for this show.
Why did Gilbert come in so late?
Why did you come in so late, you loafer?
Oh, well, I get up and run.
Is that what it is? You exercise?
Yeah.
I was telling him all the Ratso stories.
Oh, great.
About the marine toilet paper. Oh, man. I'm dying to know whatever happened between Gilbert and Amy Heckerling's 12-year-old daughter, too. He cursed out that 12-year-old. Is that still going on?
Sometimes.
Really? Do they still call you?
Have you been to dinner lately?
Oh, no. No, they haven't invited me back for dinner.
Yeah, Amy's movie kind of tanked the Roxbury Boys.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's kind of happy about that.
I love when comedies bomb. I love when any movie bombs.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because I get jealous when they're successful and, I hate when Jim Carrey does well.
Yeah.
I think he's a great talent, but I'd like to see him have a little failure in his life. It's horrible.
It's just like when I hear about somebody who has, a drug problem.
Right.
I'm always upset if it ends with them, getting off drugs.
I know. You want them to sink and die.
I hate when it's like a tale of courage. Then it's like I turn away. Yeah.
You're so low.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do some news with you, Gilbert, because...
I don't know where to start, Howard. There's so many...
Why don't you ask Gilbert for advice?
Well, I have to tell you about this new fetish that I've discovered. I had never heard of this one before.
I bet you Gilbert's done it.
Wiping your ass and keeping the toilet paper.
It's called apatomenophilia. Do you know what that is?
Apatomenophilia, yes, I suffer from it. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Gilbert, you have that, don't you?
Yes.
Isn't that where you remove your appendix and it never heals?
Yes.
Right.
Well, that's very close.
Really?
Oh.
It's a fetish where people want a part of their body amputated.
Ooh. I've heard of this.
You have?
That's wild.
I wish they'd amputate my nose.
Yeah.
That's I know
wild
about
stuff.
this because in San Diego, there's a doctor on trial for murder because he cut off a guy's leg that was perfectly healthy because the guy wanted it cut off.
Right.
And then he died.
Oh, my. It was for cosmetic surgery. In other words, he felt he'd look better without a leg.
It's supposed to be some kind of a sexual thing.
Wow.
That you want to get your leg cut off.
What doctor would do that?
A doctor who's also been in trouble for performing operations to change people's sex and every other kind of thing.
Dr. Bombay. Call Dr. Bombay. We need our legs removed.
Oh, that was that
Bewitched.
English. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Bombay.
Yes.
Dr. Bombay.
This guy, Philip Bondi, was a 79-year-old guy from Manhattan's upper...
And who was Paul Lynde's character?
East Side. Paid to have his left leg amputated at a Mexican clinic to fulfill a lifelong fetish. This bizarre sexual drive known medically as apatomenophilia, or a desire to have a limb removed, was described by Greg Firth, who said he backed out of having the operation.
Right.
And guess how these people connect with each other?
How?
Over the internet.
Of course. That internet is dangerous.
I tell you. Now all these people can contact each other and they find friends.
Yeah, and they talk each other into doing stuff.
Right. So this guy paid money for the operation and then backed out at the last minute. So his friend said, I'll do it, and jumped on the table.
Imagine wanting to remove your leg.
Oh, maybe his pants were too long.
Nah. You sound like a Groucho.
Maybe you should say that like Groucho.
Pants were too long.
First told in detail of his friend Bondi's compulsion, which he shared, and how it led them to John Ronald Brown, a 75-year-old former doctor from San Diego. Apparently, the guy just cut off the guy's leg in a hotel room in Mexico. And they were going to tell his family that he got into an accident down in Tijuana, and that's why he lost his leg. But the guy wound up, getting gangrene and dying.
That's odd, because Mexico's such an advanced country.
Gilbert, avoid your own voice.
Yes, exactly.
Do it in characters.
And, they discovered...
an advanced country.
They found all these anesthetizing drugs in the room and lots of bloody
when I was in
towels
Mexico,
and so forth. It was really a mess.
I was going, they would have hookers.
Hookers in Mexico.
Yes.
Right.
Investigators who were looking into Dr. Brown's... I got to go on.
You picked the wrong day to have to get out of here.
And they went to Dr. Brown's San Ysidro apartment.
Quiet. Okay.
They found bloody towel sheets and mattresses, as well as anesthetizing drugs. Investigators said they also found records of videotapes of sex change operations. After a multi-state follow-up
Did you have
investigation,
a sex change operation?
Brown also
So
was charged.
now, what's your name now?
Cy.
No, Sue, you idiot. All right, go ahead, Robin.
He was charged with...
Now, you were hurt.
Gilbert, we're in a rush, will you?
He was charged with injuring 8
Will
people.
you get a lawyer
whose
now?
gender was changed.
What will a lawyer do?
Trying to turn down his
Oh,
mic.
you can't, huh?
No, it's impossible. His voice is so
Out
loud.
of control. Oh, boy. Did you see in the paper today that Frank Gifford is finally apologizing
Listen to this, Gilbert. Frank Gifford is apologizing.
to Kathy Lee for that tryst he had in a hotel room? It's in the
I am sorry.
Daily News today. He says that meeting Susan Johnson in a hotel room was the stupidest thing he's ever done.
No,
I don't
the
know.
first thing was marrying her.
Yeah, that was the dumbest thing. Not knowing that you want to fool around.
He apologized for the pain he's caused his wife, Kathy Lee, and said
I
their
am
marriage
sorry.
is much stronger now. I was very foolish, very stupid, and fortunately I was married to a wonderful woman who knew that she was commanded to forgive me. That's what he told Larry King last night. But he said the Bible did not command his wife to forget his well-publicized transgression.
We got to get tape of that.
Much of the media storm was driven by the fact that Kathy Lee, this is their conjecture, is the co-host of the syndicated Live with Regis and Kathy Lee, and had paraded her marriage on TV and in books as the nation's most perfect.
Right, that's what was so funny about it.
Gifford said the couple has patched up the once storybook union. We have a love affair, he said. Gifford said he promised Kathy Lee that he will spend the rest of his life trying to be the man that she thought he was.
Good luck.
His voice quavering. This is why we have to get it. I just about lost the most important thing in my life. And that is a woman I love very much. And my 2 kids.
I lost the most important woman in my life.
Hey, Gilbert, did you sleep with a woman who claimed to be a woman and then was a man? Ever?
No.
All right, there's a post-op transsexual on the phone who says she can prove she slept with Gilbert, and Gilbert threw her out of the hotel room when he found out.
Okay.
Is there any truth to this?
No.
How
No.
did she prove it?
I don't know. How can you prove it, Karen?
Hello? Yes. We were at Caroline's a couple years ago.
Yes.
After the show, we started having drinks. I had long blonde hair. I had my breast. I had everything except I still had a penis. And we were Gilbert, don't laugh because you have to remember this. We went back to the hotel room and we started to kiss. He took my top off. He was feeling on me. And then before we went any further, I told him, Gilbert, I have to tell you something. He said, what is it? I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a guy. Just like that. And he looked at me and he was like in shock, sweating. It was.
Well, how can you prove this? Gilbert says it never happened.
It was at the Sheraton, Manhattan, I think it's called.
He would never stay there. It cost too much money.
Why would I stay at a hotel?
He's got an
in
apartment.
Manhattan?
That's where you took me. And when I told you that you were laughing, you said, you're kidding, right? I said, absolutely not. And
all right, well, there's no way to prove this, Robin.
Plus, if I brought her up, even if she had a penis, I would have said, well, all right.
Yeah. By the
be
way,
too picky.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Okay. Robin, go ahead.
Anyway, Frank Gifford is contrite, and we would
I
love
love
to see the tape on Larry King.
We're going to get that for tomorrow.
And it was a big penis, too.
Relax.
He says that he found God through this whole experience. He said, you might call it foxhole Christianity, but I really found the God I thought I knew.
He better find God. He's at home with a holy roller.
What happened to me was an amazing spiritual experience that has made me stronger.
Yeah.
And he also attacked the tarring of his wife as a sweatshop queen after it was learned that the Walmart clothing line she endorsed was sewn by poorly paid immigrants in Manhattan sweatshops.
I don't know. It's never the same between a man and his wife when once she catches him cheating.
Sometimes it's better.
Really?
They can actually regain that love and trust.
Really?
Sure.
Maybe I should go out and cheat.
Try it
Yeah, you know, maybe that's what's missing. I need a little of that.
Did you see that Montel Williams has admitted that he had double mastectomy?
What is he, a chick?
On a recent show about young breast cancer survivors, Montel Williams revealed that he had a double mastectomy at the age of 19.
No kidding.
Yeah. The 42-year-old talk
Gilbert's all
host-
confused.
Yeah.
You should see everything all... He's got confusion. So guys can get breast cancer evidently.
Oh, yes.
He
Yeah. You'll
disclosed
get
that
it.
while he was Look at what Montel has to say. While I was in the Marines, I discovered
What's
I had
Gilbert
a
going
lump.
to say when he gets it? While I was in a hotel with a transsexual.
Man.
Right.
He says that he discovered a lump in his chest, and he had both of his breasts removed. They later discovered that the lump was benign.
Oh.
Loser.
And a spokesperson for his show says he never had reconstructive surgery.
I've seen him with his shirt off.
He built himself up through workouts.
So for Gilbert.
On
I should get my breast removed.
Williams hosted a show featuring Carol M. Baldwin, who is the mother of the Baldwin brothers, and the...
Does your mother do any charity work, Gilbert? Is she like Carol Baldwin?
Yes. I get together with my 10 other brothers.
Right.
And
They're
we
all in
really
show
support
business.
her.
Right.
Actually, they were at a gala.
Right.
And they were raising funds for breast cancer research.
Yes.
So Montel is a survivor.
Wow. Does your mom ever come to your shows to see your...
No.
No. You don't allow it? Have they ever seen you perform? Your parents?
Just on TV.
I see.
Yeah.
Gilbert, what are you doing? It's not
I
funny.
have to talk now.
There's something bad up with that. Did you start performing as a 15-year-old?
Yes.
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 You will admit to that.
Did you sneak out of the house?
No.
Your mother allowed it?
Yeah, I think they were glad.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine that. A young Gilbert at 15. His comedy must have been very pure.
The funny thing is he looked just like he does now.
Yeah. He got laid more when he was 15.
Yes.
Hurricane Mitch is on its way to the Yucatan Peninsula and Belize and Honduras. So a hurricane watch is in effect, and people in those areas are fleeing. Here's James Free, who's that hurricane expert, to explain where Mitch is located right now.
Gilbert, do you want to know where Mitch is?
Yes.
James Free, Robin?
Yes, number one.
James Free is number one. Here we go.
The center of Hurricane Mitch was located about 35 miles north of the coast of Honduras, or very near the island of Guanaja. Hurricane has moved very little during the past several hours.
I'm glad I closed my pool.
I don't think it's going to actually cause you any problems, Howard.
Right. Might cause Ratso problems. Isn't he on the water and with a marine toilet? A $70,000 home?
To an Ed Priselic.
I don't remember reading that.
Kennedy Space Flight Center says that they don't expect Mitch to be a factor in. We'll see Senator John, or former Senator John
I don't
Glenn,
need peanuts.
returning to space, number 7.
Senator John Glenn is returning to space?
Yes, and this is Ed Priselic.
Hurricane Mitch is actually drifting toward the west-southwest. You know, it had been drifting kind of west-northwestward, so it's getting even farther away from us. And in addition, high pressure is building down into the area.
Senator John Glenn says Thursday's launch will be like reliving a dream. Number 13.
It's like an insane asylum in here.
Ignoring you and just going on.
All these years, I'd always hoped I'd be able to go back up again, but through this, I really had no realistic hopes that would happen. But then,
pardon me.
What actually occurred was age became an advantage instead of a disadvantage.
But the gravity holds it back in.
They say it's been a joy to work with Senator Glenn, and he's supposed to be able to handle everything that's going to happen to him in space.
It must be very exciting for the other astronauts to be with such a seasoned professional.
President Clinton's credibility on Social Security has been questioned, but now he's coming out and talking about how he feels about the system and what he plans to do about it. He says he's going to keep in mind the obstacles to secure old age for women when he and lawmakers sit down to talk about Social Security's future at a White House conference in December. Mr. Clinton says women have a special concern. Number 3.
Women are very special to me. I have a special concern.
The hard fact remains that too many retired women, after providing for...
I banged all the women at the conference.
...families, are having trouble providing for themselves.
The reason we have Senator Glenn going up in space is so we can study the diarrhea in zero gravity.
Here, President Clinton says he has a plan to help women get more out of Social Security.
I am proposing that families be given the choice to receive less of their pension when both spouses are living, leaving more for the surviving spouse. If the breadwinner dies. That should help keep elderly...
And if the breadwinner dies, I can have sex with her.
...out of poverty in their twilight years.
I like retired women because they can take their teeth out.
It's just funny when the president starts talking about women now and how he's going to take care of them.
I like to take care of my women. I like to buy them books of poetry. I do. I like Twilight.
Speaking of women, they say that more women than men die of heart attacks. And their first heart attack is usually more severe than the heart attack suffered by men. Many times women don't even recognize that they're having a heart attack because they have different symptoms than men. It's more than just chest pain. Here's Dr. Elizabeth Ross to tell us what it's like for women having a heart attack.
I like when my girlfriends have heart attacks because there's less evidence. Won't get caught.
Breathlessness or severe fatigue, back pain or shoulder pain may be signs of heart disease in women.
Talk about anal sex.
A new study says first heart attack is deadlier for women. It may be biology, not age, or other health problems that factor into the high mortality rate for women. Here's Dr. Ross again.
This study suggests that there may be some differences and that first heart attacks may be more
dead broads tell no tales
serious in women than in men.
Right, Gilbert?
Sometimes I chop the legs off.
I'm into that. Do you know what that's called? Amenoplastoria.
Whatever.
Monica, eat your cyanide. Here, swallow 92 caffeine pills.
Athena Roussel is one of the richest little girls in the world. She's 13 years old.
She's a good girl.
And she's going to be on 20/20 tonight.
All right.
Oh, I had sex with her.
All of her life, people have been squabbling over money.
Who are these people?
Right now, her father, who was her mother's ex-husband at the time of her death, Thierry Roussel, is fighting to gain more control of Athena's fortune. She says she has
I had sex with her, and it broke up her parents.
She has a novel approach to all of these problems. She'd like to burn the money. There's nothing but a problem to her.
Who burns money?
One of her friends or trustees says Athena sees it as an ability to become like everybody else if she wasn't so wealthy.
No Jew would burn money. I wish she'd burn Monica.
I would burn money. This was years ago.
Is that right, Groucho? You burned money?
I would burn money. We were in Wyoming, and we were filming a Night at the Opry.
Right.
Now, Gummo would wear a jacket, and it was cold out. So that's what people would wear when it was cold, a jacket. Sometimes he would eat a sandwich because when people were hungry, they would eat something. It was you would put something between two pieces of bread and make. They would call it back then. It was 1901, and it was called a sandwich.
Even back then, it was called a sandwich.
It was called a sandwich. Oh, sometimes we would open the windows where you could look out them because they had glass, and you could actually.
Let me interrupt you.
We're just talking about it. Don't be rude. He's an American icon.
Died of pneumonia at a Southern California hospital on October 17th. Gay, who was 84, fatally shot his son during a heated argument on April 1st of 1984.
Brush my teeth.
You're stepping on a legend, man.
Daredevil parachute is at it again.
Parachute.
Thor Alex.
Wait, stop for a second there, Groucho. Shut up.
He'll ramble forever.
Right.
Thor Alex, as he identifies himself, took the elevator up to the 65th floor of New York City's landmark Chrysler Building yesterday. He used the fire cord to climb down to the 61st floor.
You should do this, Gilbert. You get some attention.
Yeah. A New York Post quotes him as telling stunned office workers to relax because he wasn't committing suicide.
I would commit
Then,
suicide
on the 61st floor, he climbed onto an eagle decoration and took the plunge.
I attempted suicide.
About 20 seconds later, he safely made it to the street where he grabbed his gear, hailed a cab, and took off. It's the Norwegian man's second jump in 4 days. On Saturday, he parachuted from the 86th floor of the Empire State Building. He'd like to do the World Trade Center, but he says the security there is way too good. That will have to wait.
Have his microphone off and he doesn't even know it.
A former Florida pastor has been convicted of sexually molesting a Florida teenager.
Oh.
Reverend Joseph Milligan was found guilty yesterday of felony sexual activity with a 17-year-old.
Does she want to buy my book?
He had claimed he was checking the girl for virginity.
Right.
Even though he had no medical expertise. He faces up to 12 years in prison as a first-time offender. He's in jail until his sentencing in about a month.
Inappropriate loud laughter.
Oh, dear.
Parrot's here.
The parrot from that movie.
All right, let's get on with it. Sharon Stone is going to be the subject of an E! television profile tonight.
I did a movie with Sharon Stone. It was in 1901. It was a silent picture.
And that's my last story today. Here is Sharon talking about doing a fight scene with Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall.
Wow.
I had to beat up Arnold Schwarzenegger.
She can't even say his name. How insulting is this woman? Yesterday she played a clip of how intelligent she is. Yes. She's telling us.
Peculiarly intelligent.
Peculiarly intelligent, she said. And she goes, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Karate, I trained, I circuit trained, I lifted weights. I was a maniac.
Shut up.
And so I eventually had to do this, karate, throwing him around scene. And
shut up.
I had to stuff out his body. But, you do...
Shut up.
The master from here, the master from there, the coverage from here. And this is a big fight sequence. I was hitting him a lot. I wasn't hitting him hard because you learn... In karate, you learn specifically where it will land. But I...
Oh, listen to this.
You stupid thing.
Here's Paul Verhoeven, the man who got her to cross and uncross her legs for...
I didn't know.
No, that wasn't him.
Yes.
He did Total Recall. He directed her.
Yes.
Oh, yes, he did. Basic Instinct as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
He says this about Sharon Stone.
I have not seen anybody in the last 20 years, at least not a woman, that can be so goddamn evil, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a movie. And make it believable.
Yeah.
And it's charming 3 seconds later.
Really?
So you mean off screen?
I think he means only on screen. And here is Sylvester Stallone talking about doing love scenes with Sharon Stone and The Specialist.
I expect she to come swooping into the room like George of the Jungle on a rope, laying into the bed. Party time.
Party time.
Just the other way. Sistine Chapel. It was kind of like this very, religious experience, nervousness, and the sense of, I don't know, blatant shyness.
There's another guy who has that intelligence.
Yeah, he's always telling everyone how
smart he is.
And now he's a great painter.
Sounds like one of those dogs from the Soupy Sales. Don't kiss.
And Gilbert, being a romantic, would like to know how Sharon Stone fell in love with her husband, Phil Bronstein.
Well, this might help Gilbert find a girlfriend.
So here's how what happened while they met in San Francisco.
Ed goes hiking every year by himself in the mountains, and he called me from this payphone in the mountains every night. and talk to me about life and books and...
Look how serious she is about her love.
It really made me laugh and made me think and...
Gilbert, you ought to talk about how you fell in love. You know what he does? He answers ads for hookers. I was going through the...
I started to realize that I was starting to look forward to him getting back from his trip, which was really bugging me. And then...
Love.
He came back from the trip with wildflowers that he'd picked on the mountaintop in a plastic cup on the dash of his truck and brought them to the set.
Such a jack-off.
What you
talk about, Dudas?
He held the flowers in his buttocks. Between each cheek was a different daisy.
I usually leave that out of the story.
I would like to share that with audiences.
There are some things that are between two people.
And finally this morning, I'd like to alert you that Barbara Streisand will conduct her first online chat on November 2nd on America Online.
Oh, I would like to get her.
She will chat with her friends from her home from 9 to 9:30.
She will only answer political questions, though, Robin.
You can't ask her anything about her personal life.
She will type with her nose.
You can join her at AOL.live on the web at www.aol.com.
Can I mention my webpage?
Gilbert, when will you get on the Internet?
Does she sell my tapes? She doesn't have a CD.
Well, that's it?
That's it. That's all I have.
That's all you have time for. You obviously have an appointment.
Yes.
Wow.
Very busy.
Where are you going?
Yeah, where are you going?
You tell me something about your personal life, Gilbert. I'll tell you something about mine.
I like women with penises. And I like men with flowers in their eyes.
Go ahead. You go. I'll tell Ratso. I'll tell whoever's here, Gilbert.
She's in a hurry.
Yeah, she is. She told me she's in a hurry. Ratso buys a house.
Yeah.
And $70,000. And then it turns out, though, when he has to flush the toilet, if people make a number 2 and they wipe themselves, they have to put the toilet paper in a hamper. But Ratso goes, it's not so bad. I empty it every day.
Not so bad.
And then I go, what do you mean it's not so bad? He goes, well, because, when you have a baby, you put all that stuff in you don't put it in the toilet. Oh, my God. You can't buy a closet for $70,000. I knew there was something wrong with the house.
Took a while to find out.
Yeah. Imagine emptying out people's duty papers. And he could buy marine toilet paper, which he can put in the toilet, but he won't because it costs 3 times more than regular toilet paper. People haven't had to do that since the Renaissance. Even you have indoor plumbing, right?
Well, they gave him no option.
So when you go into the bathroom, you have to go...
Yeah, you have to hold your breath. Especially if you go to the bathroom around 5 or 6 o'clock at night.
Especially during the summer.
Right, it's really kind of smelly.
We got to go there.
We got to go to his house.
Field trip. Let's go have a card game.
Yeah, this is a hamper.
Let's eat a lot and then go there. I'm going to have diarrhea.
Have a triple cheeseburger.
Oh.
We should go ahead and glue the hamper closed.
What's it doing on the floor?
How do you get in?
Man.
You're supposed to put it in the hamper. You're messing up my $70,000 house.
I thought we just throw the toilet paper on the floor.
Stick it to the wall.
It's no pain. But people stick artwork to the wall. It's not so big.
That must be some toilet. Because he was saying to me, he was like, yeah. He goes, it's no big deal. Every night I wrap up the garbage and I take all the toilet tissue and throw it out. You know what that must smell like?
Sometimes I fold it up so we can use the bag again. I take each paper and I fold it over.
Because he goes to me, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Why would you buy a house where you have to, put used toilet tissue in a hamper?
Girls like it when they stop over.
Yeah, it's sort of a natural... it becomes almost like a reflex to throw it in the toilet.
Of course.
Right?
Coast Guard arrests me.
Mr. Sloman?
Is this toilet paper yours? Wait a second.
It's not mine.
Mr. Sloman, we found something in the water.
I didn't take a crab.
Did you have corn for dinner last night?
Green Giant. There are no green peas in there.
We ought to go to that house, man. Let's take a trip out there.
I don't buy cashews.
Would you go out there, man, as a goof? If we picked him up?
Yeah.
You'd go.
Yeah.
You would go just to see that?
We should all go have a large pizza and then
What's the pepperoni doing floating in the bay?
Because I said to Ratso, I said, how do you get a house for $70,000? He goes, it's fantastic. and I said, I heard it's in a black neighborhood. No, it's a mixed neighborhood.
Every time we talk to him,
he's white, everyone else is black.
Find something else out every time.
Yeah, right.
Slowly but surely.
And then we found out the water just floods in there all the time, and that you can't use the toilet. You can't use toilet paper in the toilet.
sometimes in the middle of
when that flows.
It wakes me up.
It's really a great house.
It gives the kids something to play with.
Oh, no batteries needed.
He has to take a rowboat to get the mail. Rosebud. Hey, my mail.
Is that a package or another turd?
You didn't go to his book reading, did you?
No, I must have been busy that day.
Book reading. Ratso put out this book called
Steal the Stream.
Steal the Stream, the story of Abby Hoffman.
Steal this hamper.
And I hear they're thinking of making it into a 3D IMAX movie. You have a giant Abby Hoffman come at you.
80 feet?
80 foot high. He burns the American flag on you. The other day, Ratso told me he was sitting at home. Cubans rode up to his house. El Duque's parents got out of the boat.
You got room.
Are you El Duque? I'm a sister. What's her name?
So the Cubans saw the bathroom and turned around.
We don't like these.
So that's the Ratso story. Use a hamper, but already the hamper's like half full. It's got to stink, right? I mean, doesn't that smell?
It's got to.
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Oh.
We gotta go out there, man. The hamper's got to smell.
So it's got to smell badly enough when it's closed, but then they have to open it. You have to give people instructions.
Yeah, right. There's a sign. Can you imagine the decorating in this house? There's a sign on the back of the door telling you how to move your bowels.
Look, I don't mean to be purged because
His parents,
I got to tell you something.
His parents, his girlfriend's parents all come there. Or could you imagine?
It's better to push when the tide goes out.
I don't care what happens, man. I wouldn't pick up that hamper. I'd just throw my toilet paper in the... Because he says it's like you go on a boat or in an airplane and they got the special toilets. And it says you can't put down any cloth or anything. Yeah. So he's going to buy special toilet paper. But he won't buy it. He says it's hard to find, but it's not. He says he's too cheap. His garbage man wants to kill him.
It's an activity.
He's in a marine community. You can get
He says to me, what's the big deal? After all, he says, you have a baby. Where'd you throw her the diapers? Oh. And I'm like, well, it's a little different. It's a baby.
Baby's just drinking milk.
And these are
it's
adults.
A celebrity. I saved the toilet paper.
Look, Jerry Rubin was here.
Look, it's Bobby Seale.
Joan Baez is coming. I'm going to serve barbecue chicken.
Eldridge Cooley.
Oh. And he says, I said, so what do? You empty out the hamper every night? Yeah, it's no big deal to the plastic bag. Oh, what a house that must be.
Doesn't everybody do that?
He goes, what's the big deal? You do it for a baby.
No, wait, Howard, here is the thing. Because you got to reach over with one hand to open it up.
Right.
Because you can't reach over with your foot to open a
unless you open it up first and you leave it open while you're moving.
Yeah. So you lean over with one hand, and you got to avoid everything with your right hand so you don't rub it on anything.
Right.
It takes practice.
You must have the whole room painted brown so you can't see.
I jump shot.
Ambidextrous.
I imagine a Magic Johnson, and I throw it from across the room.
He has to come explain
The
that.
crowd roars. As Rancho goes up to the hamper, I've got a soiled. He shoots it in the basket.
Christy, go long.
I'm going to do a chest pass.
I'm America's hero again.
Don't make me laugh. I'm going to have a heart attack. Shoot.
It's at the bottom of the game. Only one man can save them.
I get out of here, I swear to God. I would end rats on my toilet paper.
I dribble the toilet paper, and then I shoot. It's in the basket.
We got to go out there. We got to go out there.
Imagine we're sitting around having dinner and all of a sudden somebody goes to use the bathroom and have a problem. Ratso must have to get up every 2 seconds.
Now I had the hamper all the way across the room.
What do you mean it's full?
Hey, Gary, get Ratso on the phone. I got to understand how you open the hamper while you're moving your bowels.
There's got to be an intercom between the bathroom and the rest of the house.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Maybe this is an instruction sheet, you know.
Oh, my God. Oh. I don't know if I can get him on the phone. But anyway, hey, Gilbert Gottfried. All right, can you give him a quick call? I've got questions. Gilbert Gottfried will be at Caroline's Comedy Club tomorrow and Saturday. To order tickets, call 212-757-4100. I've never laughed so hard in my life. My heart hurts. I have chest pains. It's just incredible. There's nothing funnier than his life. Nothing. Except when Gilbert's in the hospital. I'm thinking of giving up comedy. I'm thinking of,
I'm thinking of shitting in the bag.
Hey, what's the point?
Howard, he's not home.
Oh, no.
Sure
I'm buying paper.
Any paper.
All right, all right, so Gilbert, we know where he's going to be. He's order tickets, 212-757-4100 for Caroline's. Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Martling, Thursday, November 12th, the Rascals Comedy Club in West Orange, New Jersey. Tomorrow from 5 to 7 p.m. at Strawberries in Avon, Connecticut. And he'll be signing his new Oleo CD, Hot Dogs and Donuts. For information and filthy animated jokes, visit jokeland.com. Our thanks to David Wolf. His book, Nature's First Law, is available by calling 888-RAW-FOOD or by visiting rawfood.com. Also on Amazon.com. Thanks to Dr. Johnson, who was abducted by aliens, for coming on the show also. Remember, if Leslie Glass is the penthouse pet who has colon cancer, she needs money to cover a medical bill. She's having a benefit tonight at China Club where you can meet Penthouse Pets Paige Summers and Nikki St. Gilles. I know you'd like to meet them, Gilbert. Take them over Ratso's. $20 donation requested at the door. Okay, don't miss Stuttering John. His band will be playing Hell Night at Jitterbugs in Edwardsville, Pennsylvania this Friday night, and John's band will be a Great Adventure in New Jersey this Saturday night, Halloween, promoting his new album. Thanks, Gilbert.
Vermont Teddy Bear.
Vermont Teddy Bear. If I tell you all this stuff, then we'll never get to the news.
Well,
guess what?
Stop having these conversations off the air.
Guess what's sneaking up this Saturday, Robin? What is Saturday?
Halloween.
Halloween. Are you heading to a Halloween party? Bring a Vermont Boo Boo Bear. Because the bear goes boo. It'll be the hit of the party. It also makes a great gift for your date, Gilbert. Call and ask about Dracula Bear.
The Dracula Bear.
There's a black cat bear, little devil bear, Franken Bear, which is after Al Franken. Franken Bear. Scarecrow Bear, Trick-or-Treat Teddy Bear. All right, so a Boo Bear makes a great trick-or-treat companion for your kids to ward off goblins and demons. I wonder if they have an old, senile Groucho Bear.
I'm a bear.
Especially a bear with a beret.
I eat honey.
These are great gifts. Call 1-800-829-BEAR to place your Beargram order today. A Beargram gift is a unique way to deliver a message and make someone feel great. 1-800-829-BEAR. They'll even help you with birthdays, Christmas, get well, anything. I sent Gilbert one of these when he was in the hospital.
And I sold it.
That's right. Call 1-800-829-BEAR or shop online at vtbear.com. The Vermont Teddy Bear Company, delivering personalized Beargram gifts for Halloween and every occasion. That's 1-800-829-BEAR.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Martian ambassador is going to say a few words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Let's do the plugs and then leave.
One more time. King Norris at a wonderful place called Double D's. I hear it's quite the swinging spot. King Norris Friday night at Double D's in Morristown, New Jersey. I understand there's some sort of costume party I may or may not dress. Period. CDNow.com, along with Tunes in Allentown, Tower, and HMV in Manhattan, all have the King Norris CD. Stuttering John is busy on the touring trail, and if you feel so inclined to go out and see his stutteringness, well, Everybody's Normal But Me is his new CD, and he's appearing at Jitterbugs in Edwardsville, PA, this Friday night, and, of course, Great Adventure on Saturday night, Halloween night in New Jersey. And Mr. Pumpkinhead himself, Scott the Engineer, Rocket Entertainment, the man who sometimes knows how to turn on a microphone and sometimes knows how to turn on a turntable. 718-BAG-5040, the number for Scott the Engineer and Rocket Entertainment.
All right, that's it. We've done enough show. I think we've done 19 hours of show, according to my watch. We'll be back tomorrow.
We close our broadcasting day, as usual, with Nat Lamp Unto My Feet. Tonight's inspirational message will be delivered by Father Joseph Vizzini.
Dominiscus your biscuits, folks. How about that?
At this time, the Howard Stern Radio Network leaves the airwaves for technical adjustments.